4 years. 4 long years since the last official console NASCAR game. Well, I'll say console. There's been a Switch game, but doesn't matter. I'm getting caught up in the details. It's been 4 years since NASCAR Ignition, and that is a long time for fans of this very popular discipline of racing in the States. It's popular all over the world, especially in North America, though. NASCAR is absolutely huge, and people are getting restless. People are getting excited. People are getting nervous. Everything's happening. NASCAR 25 is sort of a culmination of all of these emotions coming into one, and we're going to find out today how it actually is, and hopefully we'll give you a little bit of insight into what the game's going to be like. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's going to be hype, it's going to be trepidation, it's going to be nerves, it's going to be everything. All the emotions are going to be flowing. But today's stream is basically just me starting out this game, playing through the start of career mode during this early access period. I say early access, sort of early access before the game fully releases to everybody on the 14th of October. That is, of course, the people who have ordered the gold edition of this game already have access as of today. So some of you can play this, some of you can't. That's why we're here today, to give this a go, to show you what it's all about, and just to enjoy it, lap it all up. The first official big NASCAR game in 4 years is here. So I've already got comments coming in about force feedback. Now, just to clarify, I'm going to be playing the game today on a controller. That's what most people who buy this game on console are going to be playing the game on. I wasn't able to get the rig switched over and set up a console steering wheel in time for this stream, so unfortunately I won't be able to actually try it out today. And sadly as well, we can't have the main kind of music from NASCAR 25 because of copyright reasons, so it's a bit of a shame. But welcome all to the stream. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you already have this game, if you've tried it out yet, or if you're still waiting for the full release on the 14th of October. I've definitely already seen some comments about low force feedback, so it's a little bit worrying. We don't seem to have a streamer-friendly mode at the moment, but let's see. I have played this game for a total of about 40 minutes so far, just to make sure everything was working, just to check some of the assistant thing, basically do some of the work that you would normally do when you first launch a game like this before you jump into a career mode. I didn't want to spend the whole first 40 minutes doing that. I'm just going to move the camera slightly as well. There we go. Poland, France, Brazil. Oh, we've already got it covered. So as you can see, this is the main menu on NASCAR 25. You've got career, quick race, online, championship, and driver ratings. We're going to be starting our career in this game pretty much immediately. We're going to go straight into it and just play through it. I've not clicked career once yet, so I have no idea what happens at this stage. So it's going to be a completely raw view of how the game actually is from launch, if you're going to be playing this. And yeah, yes, turning left. See, I'm obviously a European, I'm Scottish, but I still watch NASCAR, I'm still involved in it, and I'm still very excited about this game. One thing before I launch into career mode, I just want to show you a couple of the driver settings, because I want to show you for context what I'm using and what we're going to be talking about through this, just so you can see. I've got the difficulty preset set to expert, but I'm pretty sure the driving aids I've set to hard. I'm using a little bit of stability help. You can see here it's 15 on the stability help slider. You can run expert with 0, but I'm starting off with 15 with the controller just to ease myself in, and we can definitely try expert as we go through. I'm running the AI. I'm going to go around about 100 to start off with, and we'll move it if we need to up or down from there. The important bits here though, there is this advanced control setting. Now, advanced controls is where you can go in and properly customize a bunch of things like linearity, dead zones, overshoot. You can see some of the stuff there on screen. But we're not going to go into all the custom stuff right now. There's two presets. There's normal, and then there's precision. Now, as I say, I gave it a little blast just to see what I'm going to run for today, and I kind of want to show you both, to be honest, because I think both are definitely playable, but each have their advantages and disadvantages from my first experience on controller. So I'm actually going to start with precision, because I feel like that's what's given me the best chance at this straight away. So I just wanted to give you that context in case you launch into this game and you're wondering why it maybe looks different for me than it does for you. I just want to show you the settings that I'm running. So advanced controls on precision. I've got the driving aids on the hard preset. And career mode wise, I mean, I've just kind of left it as default at the moment. I think it's fully default settings. So that's what we're going to go with for the start of this stream. So yeah. Feeling the freedom soon. Let's see. Let's just see. we're gonna dive in now. We're gonna dive in now. See what the process is. I'll not be using a wheel today at any point, unfortunately, Rusty Dog. I really wanted to. I was gonna set the wheel up on the rig today in preparation for this, but I didn't have the time. I had too many things to change over. I had new quick releases I was testing and all sorts of stuff, and it just meant way too much changeover for the rig in order to get it ready in time. So today, I'm just gonna be using controller. But obviously, at some point, we'll be able to give you our thoughts with wheel and hopefully play this game on wheel in future. And hopefully some other creators are playing on wheel as well. I know Overtake streamed last night as well. And I think Mika was using a wheel, which is cool. Right, let's do it. Career mode. We're going to mute the music. Now this might have music, but I've muted it in-game.
They believe that they can get to the pinnacle of racing if they just had the right opportunity. But in racing, you have to create your own opportunities.
So it's Dale Jr. focused.
Turning points in every career.
And look at this. Earnhardt Jr. with a checkered flag in his rookie season.
The highs and the lows.
Championship contender in trouble. They make contact. Jr. goes around.
But it's how you deal with those turning points that will define your character.
So it's a motivational speech from Junior.
But it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Storybook ending. How does your story begin? Will you make it to the top?
Dale Jr. going for 4 in a row at Talladega.
My new boss for 2008, Mr. Rick Hendrick.
This is interesting. It feels like it's setting you up for like an Earnhardt experience career. But I'm pretty sure that's not what's going to be the case here.
It is my honor to present Dale Earnhardt Jr. into the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
He's just an example of what can be done.
Exactly what you told us when we won the race. To join Dad in the Hall of Fame is probably as good as it's ever going to get.
The world is watching, and your opportunity starts now.
Nice. Bit of pre-career hype then from Dale Jr. himself. Oh, the game music's on, even though it's muted, so nothing we can do about that. Anyway, hopefully it's fine. Welcome to career. I realize my comments are gone. Let me just bring them back up. There we go. Do it for Dale. So welcome to the career. This is the start of your journey to become a NASCAR champion. As you progress, you'll experience turning points and special messages from Hall of Fame driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. Go out there and make a name for yourself. So yeah, so Dale is kind of your guide, I guess, through this. He's going to come in at different points, give you, maybe he's going to be like your manager kind of thing. You'll experience turning points and special messages from Hall of Fame driver Dale Earnhardt. So yeah, he's obviously involved in it in some way, but it's still your own journey from the start. Here we go. So here's your shop. Dale Jr. download, watch. I think that's the only option we've got right now. So we're going to click watch.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Jr. back again for another episode of the Dale Jr. Download with my good friend TJ Majors and the co-host.
Okay, is this like an intro?
We got some big news this week, TJ.
Yeah, you're probably talking about the Discovery Race deal.
Absolutely, man. This is going to be awesome, though.
Yeah, I knew when I read about it that it was going to be
cool, okay.
all you.
Yeah, I really do like this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter in this situation how much money you have, whether you got a big sponsor behind you. Even manufacturer allegiances don't matter. It's the best of the best. It's everybody who's anybody in short track racing at the grassroots level coming to Rockingham.
This must be fun to film this.
And trying to find a way to stand tall above the rest. And if you can go out there and perform better than anybody else, you're going to be able to come out of the local short track scene and get a shot at the ARCA Menard Series. This is every driver's dream. And they've had these before. They did the Roush Gong Show and other competitions, if you will, where they bring what they believe are the best drivers in the country to compete all for a total prize and an opportunity at the next level. So this is a lot of pressure for these young drivers, and they're going to be.
I like this format already, by the way. This is immersive.
In this instance,
a bit of fun as well.
Prove that they belong, but it could be a life-changing experience for one.
Okay, so essentially, there's a discovery race that we're going to get to take part in, I assume, to try and, establish ourselves as a career driver. And I'm assuming that these messages and podcast style will come throughout the career mode to kind of give you an update as to what's actually happening and kind of do it in a way that feels authentic, because you've got Dale Jr. there on a podcast setup, chatting away. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. It kind of reminds me of the Donut Media stuff, because it's like a real media outlet talking about their real passion, but obviously with your career in mind. Very, very cool. Okay, I did notice, by the way, someone asked about the Simucube 3. We're not able to try the new base yet, so we've got one. We're not able to try it until we get the software through. So James Baldwin, I think he was able to try it because he's got a kind of separate situation going on, so I think he's got access to an early version of the software. So yeah, hopefully James is great, and I've not actually watched this video yet, but I'm definitely going to later. It is expensive. All new Simucube stuff is premium, generally expensive, but of course we'll keep you up to date with how it feels when we actually use it. Okay, what genders have we got? We've got male and female. Submit. Already got our first trophy. And here is the discovery race. So, Rockingham, North Carolina. Finish top 10 to advance. I think this is going to be like a tutorial style thing. Yeah, I maybe should have gone with Monroe actually, but we'll have to see.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this Arkham Menard Series race. Drivers, start your...
Beautiful flag animations. There we are in our basic black. I didn't even see what car it was. So one thing you'll notice here, the car setup screen, you've got a kind of simplified car setup thing going from tight to loose. So you can either, you start in 0 in the middle, 100% tight, or 100% loose. I've noticed already in those little snippets that I did before that the kind of neutral setup is quite tight. It doesn't feel very loose at all. Maybe if you're running with 0 assists and you're nailing the throttle, it's going to be a bit loose. But I think that you'll want to loosen the setup up a little bit as we go. So we're going to start on 0 for now, but I'll come back to that in a little bit.
Now, time to go.
Let's get into our first on-track action. You can make fully custom setups at some point. Yes, I'm sure you can. But that's like a simplified version of it.
There's the green flag. One left.
Right, here we go.
Clear inside.
So we're starting 30th. We've got our discovery race. We've got to get into the top 10, and it's 5 laps. So a lot of work to be done. No qualifying, of course. The game's expecting us to kind of come through the field.
One bottom. One up
So we'll
high.
try and force our way
Three
through.
wide. Clear low if you want it. Clear high. 3 wide.
Here we go. Spotter working well straight away. Down the apron a little bit.
1 high.
So I don't know if the difficulty settings that we have selected are already in play for this little kind of discovery race. I'm going to assume so.
Outside. Clear outside. 1 bottom.
Okay, we're picking them off. We've got to pick them off quite quickly. We're going to go low here.
Outside now. Clear low.
Now you'll see I've got because I've got the precision setting on for advanced control settings, it's very sharp steering. So even though I'm on controller, if I change to cockpit camera for a second,
Outside now.
so you'll see the steering wheel movements are very sudden and quite aggressive. That is what happens when you set precision as your steering mode.
Outside now.
That's the difference. So when you're in normal mode, you don't get quite, it's a bit more smooth, you don't get quite as sort of abrupt movements, so it looks more realistic from a cockpit when you're running on normal, but it feels more, I have more control on precision. It actually feels, I would say, more realistic. So we'll come back to that though. Already up to P16.
2 to go this time.
2 laps to get 5 more cars, 6 more cars maybe.
Outside door.
Bit of contact.
Clear high. Outside.
Bit of a gap up to P12, so it's going to be tricky, I think.
Clear up top.
This is actually a really nice challenge. I don't even know if we're going to make top 10 here, but it's going to be very close, so it's a pretty good spot to be in straight away.
Car high.
Oh, I don't think we're going to get there.
Clear up top.
It's pretty hard, starting from last and then expecting you to make up 20 cars. So I don't know if we're going to be able to lower the difficulty slightly for this discovery race, because we don't get to qualify, obviously. But let's just see. 13th, we didn't reach our goal. Oh well. Yeah, we still need to try it with a wheel at some point. I don't have the wheel at the moment, because it's on console only. There's no PC version. I don't have the console compatible wheel on the rig, so I can't test it on wheel today, unfortunately. P13 for the first race, or for the first, yeah, it's sort of a race. We failed our objective though, so yeah, we're gonna have to retry. So you have to finish in the top 10 to get here. So that's interesting. I don't know if we can lower our difficulty level just for this race, because
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this Arkham and R series.
is it just gonna launch us straight into it again?
Drivers,
Time to go now. Alright, let us know what the car needs.
We'll set our setup to 25% loose, and we'll go again, just to see how we get on, if we make up a few more spots early. But I think we might have to just go into the menu here to change the difficulty.
Be ready now.
Interesting.
Go, go, go. Car inside.
Oh, we've actually made a better start this time, maybe, so that could help us.
Clear inside. One bottom.
We'll just try and get as many as possible in the first corner.
Car low. 3 wide.
Oh, I couldn't quite keep it off the wall, but we survived.
3 wide. Clear bottom. Clear up top.
Better progress this time. The looser setup helping us a little bit. You can
Inside
see
now.
the rear slightly kicking out at certain moments.
1 low. 3 wide. Clear inside. Outside door.
Come on. Bit of a push.
Car high.
I think we're less far behind P10, so it might be doable this time.
Car high.
Oh, nope, apron. That was never going to work.
Clear high if you want it.
Ah, that might have ruined us. Might have ruined us. We've only got 3 laps to do it. We're going to go outside of Billy Green.
1 low. 1 bottom.
We can get the power on a bit earlier with this loose setup, and it just used the throttle to rotate the rear of the car around a little bit. It does help.
Outside now. Clear up top.
Ah, I think it's going to be the same situation again.
1 outside.
2 laps to go, and we're only 14th. Ah, and it is spreading out a little bit.
Clear high if you want it.
Going to go inside.
Car outside.
Just about squeezing in down the inside.
Inside. Clear.
Come on.
Car outside.
Right, P12, 2 laps, 1 lap to go now, but no, the gap's going to be too big. I don't think I'm going to manage it.
Clear, all clear.
I don't think it's something you can change from these menus either. Let's just go settings. No, so we need to go back to the menu, I think, to make it a little bit easier, which is interesting. So you're basically have to be able to pass this kind of first race, and we're so close.
1 outside.
P12.
Nice try.
Oh dear.
Next time.
Yeah, Wilkins, this is our first time playing the game, so I can't tell you yet if it's worth buying, but we will obviously, as we go through the stream, play a little bit of career mode. We'll give you at least an insight into what it's like, first impressions wise. Okay. We're going to have to quit and try again, I'm afraid. Let's see if we can just change our settings. Music-wise as well, I think there's a bit of a glitch here because, yeah, menu music's at 0, but it seems to be reset when you jump into career or something. All right, let's just for now, let's change the career mode difficulty if we can. Or AI, there we go. AI difficulty, let's just take it down to 96 for now, just to get past this first little bit. And then we'll see where we're at. I don't know if it actually changes. I'm assuming it'll change it, because if not, it would be crazy. See what difference it makes. Yeah, but this, yeah. So there's going to be a lot of comparisons with sims and stuff. But this game is not trying to be a sim. It's definitely not. The iRacing is for that, for NASCAR racing on ovals, on PC. That's hardcore. Obviously, for console players, that's where there's a gap. There's not really a sim NASCAR title for console players, but there hasn't been any NASCAR title for console players. So this is definitely. This was always meant to be a game that sort of straddled the line where it could be enjoyed on a wheel and a controller. But yeah, I'm really interested to play it on a wheel and see how it
Crank
feels.
it up now, time to go.
Right, let's try this then. There was so I see someone there was a preset hard Elliot, but I think that was for like driving assists. So the driving aids preset, I've got it on hard. That doesn't change the speed of the AI. That just changes like your stability level and stuff. So we might go quicker on expert, but we've changed the AI now for now. So we'll stick to hard. We'll see how this is, and then we'll go like that. I am hearing a lot of people though saying that the force feedback's a bit soft on the wheel, or a bit low. So that's interesting. There's a real lack of kind of wheel gameplay that's been shown so far, talked about so far.
Inside door. 3 wide. 1 inside.
Oh, I was going to go all the way outside, but I thought I'd hit the barrier, so
Clear low if you want it.
let's not take a risk.
1 low.
A little bit of
Outside.
door banging, a bit of
Clear bottom.
sparks flying.
Clear outside. Car high. Clear inside. Inside now.
Seem to have a much bigger run on everyone now, though.
Bottom. 1 outside. 3 wide. Clear up top.
Yeah, so little AI adjustments. The difference between 196 seems pretty big.
Clear low
Because
if
look,
you
we're
want
already almost up to 12th, and look at the speed difference here. Squeeze through the gap.
it. Clear low.
Yeah, lap 2 and we're almost in the top
Clear
10.
outside. Inside door.
The thing is, right, if I'm playing a career mode of a game, and obviously one thing we're going to get into with this, because we haven't actually started the career mode yet, this is literally just the kind of
Outside.
tutorial entry race. But one thing is, I don't want to be able to very, very easily go from last to first, you know, straight away. So difficulty-wise, you know, for me, in a career mode race, if I can go from last up to P10 in, you know, 5 laps, that seems too easy to me. So,
2 to go now.
yeah, hopefully it's something we can change afterwards, but it kind of sets a precedent straight away that it needs to be easy enough to make that much progress straight away.
Inside now.
Oh dear. And obviously there's going to be, as far as I'm aware, there's like car upgrades stuff in this career mode as well. We'll have to see. I don't know if you start with a slow car.
Outside.
All of this will be discovered as we go through today, hopefully.
One more time.
But yeah, if the car's bad at the start, you shouldn't be able to be right at the front. But obviously this is not. This is just a separate thing altogether. Up into P4, onto the last lap. Not really. It doesn't really matter what lines I'm picking for these corners, to be fair. I've got enough pace, so. A lot of the AI cars are running low, so we're just gonna generally keep on running high. Oh,
Clear inside.
round the outside of Abbey King. There we go. P5 or P3, sorry.
Congratulations. You're going to the Arkham and R series.
And there we are. We're into Arca. Excellent stuff. You got replays as well, so I'll just show you this real quick. Toggle overlays with which button's that? Oh, that's the wrong one. Ah, yeah, okay. So you can hide your overlays. It's very simple, this replay, by the looks of it. There's not really too much to it. You can't change drivers who you're viewing. All the cars are floating there, which is interesting. Oh, okay. What am I doing there? What is going on there? We're changing camera view. Okay, that's better. So you've got different camera views. There's me crashing into people. But we don't have too much in the way of, like, you can't scroll along. We can go to the start or the finish. Yeah. But there's no fast... Oh, no, we can fast forward and rewind. There you go. It's just not on the HUD. Okay. So it's quite simple, but it seems to work. We can hide the overlay. There you go. So we can just see the replay. Oh. There you go. TV cameras as well. You've got kind of over-the-head camera. There you are. Okay. So, yeah, fairly simple. That's enough of that right now. You've had a quick look. Ah, yeah. Okay. I think people who are expecting, you know, really simulation-focused physics are probably going to be disappointed with this. But I think that was always going to be the case. It's for me the important thing with this game, and obviously it's for different people, different things are important. It depends what you're looking for from a racing game. But for me, the important thing about this game is having a good, decent working NASCAR game that feels good on a controller, decent enough on a wheel as well, It should be fun on both. That's the priority. If the force feedback's too low and it doesn't feel great, then that's not a good start. But obviously, we'll need to try that as well. Hopefully, that's something that could be improved. But yeah, as long as it's fun, as long as it's immersive, that's the starting point. And then everything else on top of that is going to be down to details. Your performance in the Discovery race has earned you a new sponsor and a full-time ride in the Arca Menard series. Right, here we go. New series unlocked. So this is going to be another like cutscene video. Okay, no, it's our career headquarters. Okay. Go racing, press X to continue. That's all we can do right now. We've got currency at the top, so 10,000 credits or dollars. I don't know how it's going to work. And then 1,000, I guess, points, rep 1. That's going to be some sort of driver level and XP, I would predict. Season 1, week 1. Ah, here we go. So we can go racing. We can go to the settings here, presumably change the AI difficulty. So let's just go with, we'll go with 100 to start with for the first race. See if we can manage okay with that. We've got the driver, team logo paint kit. So, here we go. So we can customize things. We can change our name to John Monroe. There we go. Team logo. Okay. Interesting. So you got like all these are kind of like presets. So Big Splash Racing, All In Racing, Mystique Motorsports. Sweet. All right, we'll go with North Star Racing. And we can now paint our car. So, okay, are we forced into the Chevrolet straight away? I actually want to... Oh, hang on. Change all slot... Oh, are you sure you want to change all slots? This is a bit confusing. So, paint kit slot 1. So we can select a manufacturer. Right, so let's just select Toyota. Now, I already did a livery on the Toyota, but it's not coming through to career mode. So we get to set it now anyway. So let's just go for it. Let's like do a traction-themed car. Looks like quite a good traction pink. Oh, that's just the... okay. So that's actually just the team stuff. That's not the car livery and stuff yet, so that's a separate thing. We'll stick to that for the numbers. We can put sponsors on here as well, but at the moment, SRI is our only sponsor. All right, so that makes sense. So at the moment, our team is just decked out with all these SRI stickers. We've got no sponsors. We can, however, create a custom livery. So we can match the color. Doesn't quite look like a traction pink, actually. We've got secondary colors as well. Go for like a dark grey color. And then we have just 2 colors at the moment. No, yeah, just 2 colors at the moment. No, accent as well. Let's do the accent white. All right. There you go. And then we can choose from a couple of options for our custom colors. So we can kind of deck this out in some Traction-esque colors. Oh, I don't know. That's quite nice. Yeah, we'll go with that one for now. We don't want to spend too long on this anyway. We'll copy that to the team. Yeah, that's all fine. We'll keep it simple for now, and we've got a driver suit as well. We've only got one sponsor at the moment. We'll keep it basic. We'll keep our driver suit and everything basic. I will do a custom helmet. I'll try and match my own race helmet a little bit. Kind of difficult to do, to be fair. These just look like iRacing's helmet designs, actually. I think these might be the same, which would make a lot of sense. Okay, I can't match it exactly, obviously, because it's a custom design, but we'll go with that. That'll do. Okay, we've got the helmet. We'll keep the suit basic because we're starting our career here. And we've got the car livery on there, the sort of traction pink-esque. Right, okay. With that done, hopefully that saves. There we are. That's all we can do at the moment, so let's go racing. We've changed our difficulty back up to 100. We'll see how we go. It's Daytona, so that's going to be intriguing. It's obviously going to be super speedway pack racing. I think for super speedway, I might try changing my advanced control settings. We'll have a go in practice. We'll see, though. So it's going to be flat out, obviously. It's more to do with how precise you can be and selecting lanes and stuff. So what I'm going to do is go out on circuit, drive a little bit with the precision thing on so you can see what that looks like, and then I'll change to normal and we'll show you the difference. Okay. Just so you know as well, all that's on the screen on the bottom left is a track map for Daytona, so you're not missing anything important. We know which way around the track goes. We know what corner's coming up next. So you can see the steering, like, as soon as I make tiny adjustments on the analog stick.
Car high. Clear outside.
Oh, literally someone right behind me.
Outside. Clear high.
Into the slipstream if we can get up to speed. Not quite close enough to get a good draft, but we've got a draft. So, I mean, this practice, we're not going to learn much for Daytona, right? It's flat out, it's very easy, super speedway. It's more about the positioning in the race. But I'm just focusing on the steering inputs right now. So once we get around this corner, I'm going to switch to normal. And I'll show you how that looks instead. Okay, so advanced controls. Change that to normal. Save. And as I say, we can customize all of these things, so you can actually go in and create your own custom settings with a few more tweaks and stuff. Okay, so now I want to start, look at this. So now I'm on normal steering. Look how much smoother the steering inputs look. So there's none of that jagginess. It's all a lot more natural and smooth looking.
Stay high.
So that probably makes it a little bit more accessible and easy on a controller to start with, but I think ultimately you'll go faster with precision steering, being able to do more adjustments, even though it looks silly from the cockpit, and it's maybe just a bit twitchy.
Clear low if you want it. That was a great lap.
But all of a sudden it looks like, I mean, if you were just looking at the inputs there, you could think I was using a wheel, like it's so smooth. No speed out of the draft. All right, we've met our practice goal, so let's end practice. And we'll go into qualifying. So yeah, we're gonna stick with the kind of basic one for now, the standard settings. We were fastest in practice by half a second. Obviously, the slipstream helped us out there. Let's see where we are in qualifying. Good so far, Thierry. Just getting acquainted. So I'm not really forming any thoughts yet. We're just playing the game, seeing how it starts, and then we'll talk about it a little bit later on, how we're feeling and how I'm finding it. Let's start qualifying. I have to say, so far the signs are good. So far the signs are good with how the car's behaving, how I'm actually able to race it. It instantly feels like a big step up in sort of gameplay experience than NASCAR Heat. NASCAR Heat 5 specifically I'm talking about here. I actually thought it was quite fun at times, but you needed to really almost like force yourself to enjoy the racing to really be able to enjoy it. Whereas this feels a bit more natural, quite a lot more natural straight away, I would say. Right. Let's give qualifying a go. I mean, it's Daytona, so this is going to be the most dull qualifying session. We just got to choose the fastest line, no slipstream, and hope we're okay. I don't know if we can go straight onto the track or if we have to stick to the apron. I don't actually know all of the... I don't think every single road course is available. I think it's almost a full calendar, but not quite. But we haven't done any yet. I've seen, yeah, there's also Kota as well. Kota's there. Lime Rock. Great tracks. I'm really intrigued to drive the new one that I haven't driven on any sims yet. I think it's Chicago. It's not obviously new anymore, but it was relatively new.
This one counts. Let's go.
Okay, sponsor goal is top 35. So this sponsor doesn't have high hopes for us in our ARCA debut. But I mean, there's not much we can do here. It's literally flat out run. The car is what the car is. Setup wise, maybe there's some tweaks we can make, but we're just jumping in here. So where we are in the grid mostly depends on how the AI difficulty is. So we'll hopefully get an idea after the first few races. Ooh, a bit too close to the apron. Okay.
All right.
39th. Right, we didn't make top 35. I think we're last, are we?
Spots on race day, don't worry.
First in practice by half a second. Oh, we're not quite last. All right. We're 39th. So I don't know whether or not our car is slow and we'll be able to improve it as the career goes on, obviously as we build our garage and our team and stuff. Or maybe this is just the speed of the ARCA car. I'm not sure yet. But either way, we're 9/10ths off, so we do not have the pace in the car right now. Maybe if we change the setup slightly, we can find a bit of pace. But obviously in the race, it's more about slipstreaming. Looks like we don't have an option to change any setup now. Maybe we do once we go into the race here. I don't know if it's going to launch us straight onto the circuit or if we're going to have a chance to go to the garage. I think probably we'll have a chance to change setups and stuff.
Flip the
Yeah, here we
switch,
go.
Time to go. 10-4.
Okay, so session info we can bring up, so you can bring up the grid. That's fine. 10-lap race. We can change the setup.
Know what you want.
At the moment, though, oh, there you go. So you can either go between quick setups or you can go to more advanced setups. So that's cool. So here, I guess we can make more specific clicks. So if you're into your car setups and stuff like that and your adjustments, you can change quite a lot of stuff here. You can see pretty much all of it on screen. All you can't see there in the bottom left is just tire pressure and camber for the... Oh, I've just changed stuff without meaning to. Let's revert to the default. Yes, you've got rebound, tire pressure, and camber there at the rear left. Yeah, so you can do custom setups. It's just the one screen, but you've got, I think, 6 different presets you can choose between, so you can probably save presets. You can also load a setup, back and save, so all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're going to just go quick setup, 25% loose. Just see if it gives us anything.
Time to go now. Fire
Starting really near the back, so it's going to be all about sticking to the slipstream. But the difficulty is really going to come into... We're going to be able to test the difficulty level properly once we get into a race that's on a short track or something that's not a super speedway.
outside.
Right, I didn't see the sponsor goal. There it is. Top 35. So as soon as the race starts, we get a sponsor goal. Oh no. They're literally driving away from us immediately. I'm flat out. Come on. Hopefully one of them lifts or something, because if not, I'm going to be gone. We're still in the draft. Doing 184, so we're way faster than we were in qualifying, but I don't think we're close enough to... Like, my experience in NASCAR games in the past is once we get a certain distance behind the AI, there's no coming back. But obviously this could be different. Oh, okay, that is loose. Wow. Okay. So the loose setup, even on a super speedway, actually makes the car loose. That's wild. That was a mistake. I did not expect a loose setup or in Daytona just doing one click would actually make the rear start coming around on a super speedway. Wild. Yeah, look. As soon as I turn in, the rear starts coming around, see? That's not nice. Do not mind the rear coming around at all on the bigger circuits, but this on the smaller circuits, I should say. Right, this is hopeless. So, let's try and get this right. So if we... Can we change the... Let's just have a look at this.
Time to go. Good luck out there.
Okay, we can change the setup. Anything else we can do at this stage? So we can go back, change the setup. I don't think we can change the AI difficulty level at this point. Maybe we can if we quit the session. Let's just do that. We'll take it down a little bit. Yeah, I can turn as little as possible. Absolutely, Frank. So I can obviously manage that, but it doesn't feel on a super speedway. It feels a little bit overly sensitive. So let's just, for this first Daytona race, just to keep us in a little bit, we'll skip through qualifying and stuff. We'll just bring it down to 98. I just still trying to find a balance, find the right point. And as I say, the real question will come. I just don't want the first race to be me driving around for 10 laps. The real question will come when we get onto the smaller circuits to see how the difficulty level actually is. All right. So we haven't lost our qualifying position. We're still at the back. We've seen all of this. Let's just go for it.
Get her started now. Time to go.
We do not need a loose setup on the super speedway. I'm still a bit surprised by that.
Be ready now.
I'm on manual gears. I wasn't shifting up early enough.
Car outside.
Okay, so we do not have, I don't think, the straight line speed of some of the rivals. But with the AI down to 98, you can already see a big difference.
Stay low.
Let's we'll go for the kind of slightly wider angle.
Car low.
You probably should have picked the inside lane.
Inside door. Clear inside. One high. Inside.
Okay, so
Clear up top.
there we are. Made up a few positions already. We're up to the top 35. Big difference between 100 and 98.
Outside door.
I'm not even in the there we go. I wasn't in the lane there, but I was still getting a decent draft, still faster than the cars in the lane, which isn't quite right.
Car outside. 3 wide.
Make it 3 wide.
Outside now. Outside.
Okay. But the AI car movements is okay. Oh, there's a bit of contact. 2 bits of contact. Almost lost it, but managed to hold it. So you can see the AI cars fanning out. We've got different lanes being selected. They seem to. I seem to be able to race quite closely with them, without too many problems straight away.
Clear high. One up high.
That one moved high there. We're gonna go low. We're gonna just push these two along. Big run from behind.
Clear high. Inside now.
Take the higher line.
3 wide. Car low.
I don't want to get stuck all the way at the top because I think we're just going to lose the run. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's good. So I went all the way to the top, lost the draft as you should, and actually the AI cars did come through. So even though it's, again, 98 now feels a bit too easy. Come on, give me a push. There we are.
Low.
Very nice. So you can form a new lane. They'll come up behind you and push you forward. That's good. I'm kind of creating a third lane up here, sort of. There's not really 2 clear lanes, but look, if I can't get back in the queue, I just run backwards. Need a bit more of a push. There we go.
Car inside.
Gonna go for the middle. I was a little bit
3 wide.
aggressive on the inputs there.
Clear inside. 3 wide. Clear high. 1 outside.
Up into the top 20.
Pull your line. Clear high if you want it. Outside door.
Push the bottom lane. We're gonna see if we can make a new bottom lane here. Want to see what happens. Whether the Ford in front will shift to the right.
1 outside.
Yeah, he's left room. So we basically created our own lane at the bottom there, which is good to see.
Clear outside.
Try some different camera views. This is sort of a roof cam.
Fastest lap yet, driver. Clear low if you want it. 1 inside.
I mean, look at the run we've got here. I'm gonna have to actually lift, huge lift, almost a break there.
3 wide and pit this time.
Oh, recommended splash and go. Interesting.
Car low.
Okay, so we have to take fuel, I think.
Clear inside.
3 laps of fuel left.
Inside now.
So I guess we're gonna do a green flag stop here.
Clear. 1.
I know we've got some sort of accelerators on the fuel and tire wear, so that's probably why we're going to run out of fuel here. Hopefully other people go in. This will be my first ever pit stop, so this is going to be interesting. Anyone? Oh! 15 spins!
Car ahead is yellow's out.
Caution's out.
Outside.
It kind of took away my option to pit there. So we were going to pit, I think. Yes, we should pit now, though. We have... Yeah, so 1 can of fuel is going to be enough. 0.5 might be enough, but we'll play it safe. We don't need tyres. I think no tyres. We'll take 2 seconds of repair because we just got into contact there with the car in front.
Here we come.
Okay, pit stops. Hey, pretty good race so far there. A little bit too easy, and that's what's bothering me, because the difference when we weren't in the slipstream and when we were was, you know, just between 98 and 100 seemed crazy. But
10 away.
maybe we should have gone 99. But it would feel very silly to just change it by 1.
Car low. 2 to go.
But yeah, we don't have the acceleration. So I don't know if our car's just not as quick, and then obviously the AI are just taking it easy.
Stay high.
Because off the starts, we're nowhere.
Clear low. 1 inside.
Spotter keeping me informed. I'm going to try and create this top line here and hope someone joins me.
Stay high. Car inside.
Or I'm going to get totally hung out to dry.
Clear low if you want it.
Clear low. Whoa, just snuck in. No one was following me, so... Yeah, interesting there. I wanted to pit on the next lap, so I didn't change my strategy. I was going to just accept the strategy of pitting that lap. But the caution came out just as I was going to get to make that decision to come in, and then it automatically kind of kept me going. So that was interesting. It was just the timing of it was weird. Maybe if I'd have been over the apron at that point when the yellow had come out, I would have been able to pit then. Oh,
Clear inside.
oh, that was my fault probably. Caused the spin behind. That's going to be a caution, surely. Ah.
Pit road is open.
Okay, I mean, we definitely don't need to pit. So even on the last lap, we're getting a caution restart. I don't know how it works in full length races or with ARCA, or whether there should be some sort of
Go, go, go.
like we're kind of
Low.
getting a restart there because there was a yellow in the last lap.
Car inside.
And yeah, so 2 laps to go. So it's like a green white checker situation.
1 low.
Okay, we've got 2 cars up top, so let's try and make this line work at the top. Lawless Allen. Ooh, bit loose. Getting pushed from behind, I think. Go, Allen. Right, we're going to go outside.
Bottom.
I think I'm clear low. Oh, no, I'm not clear. Oh, I thought I was clear low. I had 1 more car there, but managed to squeeze in.
Outside. Outside. 3 wide.
Look at the run we've got here, though. It's huge.
Great job. You got the lead.
Okay, now it's going to be an interesting test. See what the AI do now. I'm out in front, relying on side draft, rear draft. Let's just keep it low and see if anyone is able to get a run on me. Ugh, that was horrible. Oh no, got loose. Oh no, you can see the run. Look, there they go.
3 wide.
Come on,
3 wide.
help me.
Outside.
I got loose there, which did not help my cause, but you could see a huge run for the outside line, so that's great to see. So just because I was in first does not mean they would just give up essentially or just follow me through.
Car inside.
We can't really pull out because no one's going to go with us.
1 outside.
Can we go side draft? Side draft. Come on.
3 wide.
Lawless Allen, no. Oh, okay. 3rd. Oh, we made our goal. We made our goal. You probably did see me pass under the yellow line. I was being a little bit ruthless. But there we go. So, yeah, P3 in the first race. Amber takes the win ahead of Lawless Allen. It was a Toyota 1-2-3. Do we have a teammate in the race with our logo? No, we don't. So it's just us on our own at the moment. That might be something that comes later. Okay, there we go. Hey, that was fun. Enjoyed that. Ah, so Daryl turned VSync off and it fixed the weird blurry graphics. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, fair. I actually didn't notice how much speed I lost in the when the rear came around, so that's fine. So we need to test that again, basically. Oh dear. Oh dear. There are people not happy with me. So there's a little typo there. Lawless Island at the top right says, "No, yo, newbie, this is the ARCA series." It says, "Do go trying that Amateur League stuff here." I think it's meant to say, "Do not go trying the Amateur League stuff here." So iRacing Studios, if you're listening, there's a typo. So there's an easy patch. Kyle Keller, what the heck was that? Amber, it's clear from the way John Monroe was driving that their only experience in a race car was on the couch with a controller. I mean, feels a little targeted, Amber. Not gonna lie. Or it's just a very funny in-joke. I think it's a funny in-joke. Todd says, top 5 doesn't count for much when you're dumping other racers. Alright, so I was a little bit pushy. I was a little bit aggressive. I don't think I was terrible. I definitely wasn't deliberately terrible. I wasn't spinning people out. But, yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Keep the typo, it's realistic. But this game is not about pure realism, it's about fun. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't think I was too aggressive there in gaming, if that makes sense. But I did maybe pass under the yellow, I lost the rear. Did I cause one of the spins? I don't think so, but I had contact when the spin happened in front of me, which wasn't my fault. So I do wonder if because I had contact, that's why it's maybe giving me these things. Anyway, I thought it was alright. Hey, we just had a good super speedway race on a NASCAR game. That's a good start. It was a bit too easy. But that's why AI difficulty exists. I just don't like it when it feels like there's no kind of middle ground. So, as I say, let's see where we're at with the shorter circuits. I'll change it back to 100, and we'll actually try and race when you have to think about your inputs a bit more. Our first race recap. So we have points. So we've got championship to chase. We have our earnings. So we've got 9,240 credits for winning. We've got a sponsor payout because we finished in the top 35. And we get bonuses for incentives, practice and qualifying, and an agent bonus as well. So 11,000 credits. Hopefully we'll explore what the credits can do. Here we are. So this is where the car management comes into play. So you have a performance rating, which was at 160, but I think it's now down to 106 because of the contact. So I guess we're starting with a pretty slow car. We're going to be upgrading that. And that's probably why we should have finished towards the back of that race. So yeah, I think we overachieved by lowering the AI difficulty there and getting ourselves a slipstream. It's important to improve your reputation out on track by racing cleanly and efficiently. A good reputation leads to new sponsorships, more money, and can lead to opportunities. Okay. So I think I would have I guess I would have lost a bit of reputation, or I wouldn't have gone up by much considering how people were speaking to me after the race. After each race, you'll return back to your headquarters. From here, you can visit your race shop to get your car back to the race-ready status. And once your cars are race-ready, you can head off to the next event. Okay, so we've got reputation. Got an introduction from our agent, Cassidy Mercer. As your agent, I'll help you find additional sponsorship and grow your team by hiring more employees. Okay. Earn more reputation to improve your chances of attracting a new sponsor. Okay, that's easy. So, yeah, that's our agent. She's just going to be the one who's sending us messages, presumably, and sorting some stuff for us, or helping us sort some stuff. Davis Ramsey is our crew chief in the ARCA series. I oversee everything at the garage and help make sure your car is ready to go for race day. So, our crew chief is Davis. And then we have new sponsor interest, again, from Cassidy. So as your reputation increases, you're going to attract the attention of better and better sponsors. In fact, we've got a sponsor interested in you right now. Come to the office and we can go over their requirements. All right, so our first we've already got one sponsor, but now we've got a sponsor negotiation. And it's negotiation. I don't know why I said that like that. Big Fish Barbecue. All right. We've got a sponsorship coming in from Big Fish Barbecue for $1,750 a race. We can change the incentive. Okay. So I'm actually going to hide my face for a second. Here we go. Right, bottom left. You can see there is an option to change sponsor incentive. So at the moment we've got none. Here we are. So an incentive payout, basically the bigger payouts for bigger results. Top 35, top 30, top 25. So that just proves to you, by the way, where we should be finishing in the races. It's saying it should be hard to finish top 25 with the car of our pace. That's what I want. I want that to be authentic. So I'm actually going to go for the hard one because I want more money. We'll do that, and we'll just make sure that our AI isn't too easy. Okay. And then staff, I'll just leave myself off the screen for a little bit so you can see all the screen here. We've got our overview of our office. Sorry, this is the staff within the office, I guess. So we can look at candidates. We've got existing staff. We can review our candidates. So at the moment, management level, we've got Cassidy. She's got a little 10% tag. I don't know what that means yet. We've got one mechanic, Griffin. And then Davis, our crew chief. But now we can review candidates to hire. So, are all of these guys available? So the rating is 50% for all of these. Okay, so it basically is, I guess, a modifier to help you gain rating and reputation and stuff faster. I think. I don't know. We're going to work all of this out. These are all VIP staff members. So they're all free. We've got Craig the agent, John to improve us our crew chief, going from 5% to 50%, or Matt as a PR manager. Now, yeah, I don't think we've already got an agent. We've already got a crew chief. I want to give Cassidy and Davis a chance. So let's hire Matt as our PR manager. There we go. I mean, we can hire everyone. I don't know if that's kind of the point. It's trying to show you. Oh, do you know what? This is probably the DLC. Is this VIP DLC? I don't actually know. Didn't look into this beforehand, which is my bad. So I'm wondering if these are kind of additional crew chief that we can hire. We're going to leave that right now. We've picked two. Oh, we've picked one, sorry. I'm actually going to leave. We've got Matt as our PR manager. He's going to help our reputation. I think I want to keep Cassidy and Davis and try and build that up with them. Start from the bottom. And then we have an overview here as well. So you've got season net earnings. You've got season expenses just below that. And then you've got season profits at the bottom. And then how much money you're getting per race. Okay. So that's the office. We've still got an urgent task. Repairing the car. Okay, so this is the bit where we get to repair our car, get the performance stats back up. We can either do it custom, or we can have recommended repairs. So I mean, recommend is probably going to fix the whole car. I'll do custom just to see. Okay, repairing your car costs work points, which represents how much time and effort your crew chief and mechanics have available. So yes, our VIP crew members were basically starting with a very advanced crew at the beginning of career mode, which I don't necessarily want to do. Work points replenish after each race, so spend as much as you can between races. Okay, customize work. Here we go. So we've got body, chassis, engine, and suspension. So we can assign work points, I guess, to... We've got 42 work points, so we can assign these accordingly. Let's go body first. There you go. So you've got minimum repair, mid repair, and max repair. Oh, wow. Okay, this is quite expensive. So it'll cost us... We've only got 42 WP, which is not great. So I think we do minimum repair. What have we got to repair, though? Everything needs repaired. All right, this is dangerous. We're going to go minimum repair. We need more WP. Let's just get all of these up. But the car is definitely not 100%. 146 performance points rather than the 160 that we had before. So yeah, we really need to look after our car. Try not to crash it during the races. Try not to have contact. I'm curious to see, though, if I go for automated and recommended repairs, if it's any different. So what I've got right now is a sort of minimum repair on body, chassis, engine, and suspension. I sort of want to see what happens if I go for recommended repairs. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, so they were going to recommend me the same repairs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to run through that again. So 10, minimum repairs all around. That one's only 13 for... Oh no, we can't afford it. Some of them have different costs, do they? Yeah, different costs. Oh well, that's fine. Do that. We're going to start the selected work, hold it down, and there we go. Okay, so the car is worse than it was before. That's slightly nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. Here we go. I have a good feeling about this week. If you're ready, we can head on out. Boom. Into the race. So there's your first look at some of the kind of office and headquarter features. We've got a reputation. We've looked at that already. Week 2, let's just go racing. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's just run the AI back to 100. And we'll do our first proper test here. So it's not worse than it was before I repaired it. It started at 160 before Daytona. Then after the race, it was down to 106. Now I've got it back up to 146. So it is better than it was after the race, but it's not as good as it was when it was brand new at the start of the season, which sort of makes sense, to be fair. I'm guessing AI cars might be the same. I don't know. All right, let's do practice at Phoenix. And I'm going to, again, just trial some differences in the assists and stuff to show you what difference it makes.
Let's get out there.
We'll start with the neutral setup, right? Now, I think this is where we're going to want to loosen the setup a little bit.
Let's see what the car wants out there. Stay patient.
Okay, so this is with a neutral setup, with the hard preset, and it's with the normal steering. So this car should be quite lazy. I can imagine it won't turn very well. I'll be understeering quite a lot. And we'll see what lap times we do, and then I'll switch it up. So Phoenix is obviously a much more technical venue. I wonder if the AI cars will run over the apron like they do in the real race. Can I do it? Looks like I can. Understeer. We're in losing position already.
One inside. Clear low if you want it.
Let's see if it's possible to stick with these cars. We've got a practice goal of 30.5 seconds. Don't know if it's worth sticking in 4th gear all the way. 31.9, so we're way off it. I don't know if everyone else can stick in 4th, or if we're better off changing down to 3rd or not. It sounds like the AI cars are sticking in 4th, but they might have more power, so they might be able to pull it away.
One bottom. Clear low.
Okay, so now what I want to do, once we finish this lap, so our goal is 30.5, but we're in the 31s, 31.8. I'm going to just show you, we're going to go to loose setup, and we're going to see what difference that makes first of all.
Ready for you to get back out there.
Okay, so all we've done is change the setup to loose. Now, from my very limited experience so far, this change does help a lot
Nice and clean.
on these sorts of
Stay on your
ovals.
line here.
Got some stats up on the left there, lap info. Okay, look, instantly, well, you probably can't perceive this as well, but I've got a lot less, the rear's coming around more, I've got less understeer. There it is coming, I'm having to counter steer this at the moment. We'll just do a few laps of this. Still understeer there. But and when I put the throttle down, the rear does come around.
Car low.
AI are rapid in this practice session.
Clear inside.
I'm going in oh dear, I'm going a little bit high. So I'm not quite getting the line right. But there's a 31.4. So instantly, even on that lap there, despite me getting absolutely trounced by the AI, you can see that my lap time came down by like 4/10 in the first lap there. So loose setup does seem to be faster. Now the next thing I'm going to do is stick with the loose setup because that seems faster. I'm now going to try changing the advanced steering assists. So if I go to advanced control, change this to precision, so from normal to precision, it's given me a little bit, I'm going to have a little bit more of a kind of darty car, but hopefully it gives me a little bit more control to actually get the car in properly and get some lap time out of it. So we'll just see. I can make a few more adjustments. We'll maybe try staying in 4th. 31.8 on that lap, so that wasn't as good. But let's just see how it feels through here. Now, I don't know the answer to the question, so I don't know if this is going to be better, for sure, or if it's going to be any faster, but instantly I feel like it might be harder to save a crash, for example. If you lose control, it might be a little bit more twitchy and sensitive, but I feel like I'm going to have more precision in terms of actually lapping well. I'm not really getting my lines right here. 31.5 on that lap, even though I was sticking in 4th gear. Feels a bit easier to actually get it down low when you want to. You can see there the micro adjustments are making a much bigger difference. Horrible line. Lost the rear a little. 31.5, okay. So then the final thing I want to do, just to see, this is the one. The final thing I want to do is just see what happens when I change the driving aids from hard to expert. So this is actually just completely taking off any stability help. I'm still on precise controls, so now I'm going to have darty steering, and I'm going to have no stability help and a slightly loose setup. So this, in theory, should make it very easy for me to spin, relatively. I'll definitely look at that comment. Matt Lewis told someone yesterday to reduce the overshoot on control settings, and that fixed restarts when the AI pass you like crazy. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can look into that for sure. Oh.
What do you think so far? Need any adjustments?
Let's just, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go, return to practice. Just do a few more laps just to compare the difference, and then I'll pick something for this race.
Don't hold back now, driver. Stay on the blend line now.
So this is now with like no assists and precise steering and everything, so this should be tricky. Should be very loose. There you go. And straight away, boom. As expected. It's going to give me more repairs to do, probably. But yeah, if we accelerate fully in 1st gear, there you go, wheel spin, wall. So I'm just trying to, there you go. We basically have to be very precise with our inputs now. I've got damage, which might, yeah, that will hinder us actually, so it's not going to be a great test. But as you can see, I'm turning in and I'm literally, it's very, very easy to lose it. Obviously, once I get up to speed and take it easy, I did try this earlier when I was jumping between things on a road course, and I was able to get around no problem. But it's just going to be taking a lot of precision, taking a lot of getting used to. So you're not going to be able to jump in that and just be able to drive straight away. Hopefully that is the best setting for using a wheel as well, because you can be, it's a bit easier to be a bit smoother and a bit more precise. I think this will ultimately, of course, be quicker, but it's just can you control it. So if I try and really gently do every single input, maybe we'll get more speed. Let's see. Now, so look, all of a sudden, even though I'm almost sliding it, we're actually keeping up with the AI a little bit. Let's just see. I'm staying in 4th gear because I don't really need 3rd, because I can spin, you know, I've got enough power to loop me straight away. Oh no, too much. Little bit of rear sliding, but we survived. Maybe now if I go back from the kind of precise to the normal controls, it'll help a little bit. No. Oh, the lap was going well. Anyway, tricky. We'll try qualifying with that just to see what happens, maybe. We'll give it a go.
Any handling comments there in that run?
Loose to get, okay, interesting, yeah. So it was difficult to get loose on an oval. We've obviously got the loose setup on here as well, so all of these things are gonna work together. Let's just see how it feels in qualifying then. We weren't far off of 2nd last, so we were actually pretty close to being almost competitive. Yeah, it should be challenging, but the thing is, that's through choice, right? I can turn off the assists and then struggle, and then it's really rewarding if I get it right, or if I learn it. We're actually going to try qualifying with none of these assists on, just to see if I can actually survive. But yeah, you obviously have the choice to leave stability on, and you can get around comfortably without spinning. Even though, with the loose setup, you can still feel the rear coming round, and you've got to manage it. It's just actually spinning is very difficult. Whereas this, with it on expert settings, it becomes a proper challenge where you really have to gently touch the throttle. So let's see if I can get around a lap.
You've got for one lap. No pressure, buddy.
I think it's, I don't know if it's 1 lap qualifying or 2 lap qualifying. I guess we'll see. Straight up to 4th gear. Manage the throttle. Okay. Into the final corner. There, the understeer kicks in. Went in a little bit too hot. So not a great run for the lap.
This is the one that counts.
Using the throttle to turn the car, and that's where I'm avoiding the understeer, which I couldn't do without the stability. Tiny touch of the wall, I think, there. Just scraped it. Last corner's a bit tighter. No, it's gone again. Oh, my time was faster, though. Look, I'm going to spin across the line. I think I was on for like a low 31 there. 34.5.
Solid run out there. You did your best.
Just didn't quite manage it. Didn't quite manage it. 3.5 second gaps in qualifying though, so I reckon, I mean, with a spin, we definitely could have gone 2 seconds quicker. So pace is there. It's just that last corner. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm really sorry. I want to try it one more time. I want to see if I can just get a lap in where it's at, because maybe I can set the stability somewhere in the middle. You can do custom, so maybe I can go halfway between fully off and on 15%.
All right, we're up.
In fact, we can do that right now. So let's just let's go and do the qualifying run, but let's just find a kind of happy middle ground here with the stability.
Track's clear, car's ready. Time
So,
to show 'em why we're here.
if we go custom, oh no, it's not this. Sorry, it's driving. So expert 000, hard is 0.15.0. So let's go 0, 5, 0. Just that tiny little bit. Let's see what happens. And then I swear we'll go back to the race. Yeah, I could try the normal car setup as well. But I actually think I want it slightly loose because I want the turn in. So you're totally right. That would be the next thing to try as well as an alternative. So now we should have a little bit of stability, which can hopefully prevent that spin coming out the last corner. We'll find out. I was fine on my warm-up lap.
Lock in now. This one counts.
This game is going to be all about that, though. If you're interested in the NASCAR game and you're going to be playing it wheel or controller, mostly on controller, of course, it's going to be about fine-tuning the settings and just finding what works for you. Because everyone's going to be slightly different, and the experience of the game is going to be huge fun or really frustrating, depending on these tiny little adjustments that you make. Like whether or not you get the difficulty spot on, whether or not you get the right controls and the right assist levels and stuff. It's all going to matter. Too early on the throttle, but stability saved it, so there we go. And look, 31.1. That's where we want to be, 31st on the grid. That feels right. And that was 4/10 quicker than my practice run with higher stability on. And that's where we should be with our performance, I would imagine, considering our goal is to finish top 25 for a bonus and top 35 to pass. So I think we've found a nice sweet spot. Okay, let's see how that goes. Delighted with 31st place. You thought I was going to spin. All right, it's nighttime race here
Let's go trackside now for the
at
command
Phoenix.
to start this Arkham and R Series race.
Let's do it.
Drivers, start your
It's just all about, as I say, yeah, all about those subtle little tweaks.
Here we go. Start it up.
We could
Let us know what
change
you
it
want.
maybe to a normal setup for the race, just to be a little bit safer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to the neutral setup just for the race. To even if we lose a tiny bit of speed, we'll be more consistent, hopefully. And let's see if we can get into the top 25.
10 away. Green, green. Car outside.
I need to look into that setting that you suggested about the restarts, because yeah, I've just got absolutely no speed on the restarts. And I think that might be because of my performance points level at the start of the career, but the car just has no pace.
One on the bottom.
There's the understeer. Oh, maybe I should have kept the loose setup because the understeer was huge.
3 wide. Clear low.
Come on, there's just no power.
Clear, clear. Car outside.
Lurking towards the back of the pack here. Not going to get my top 25. But there's 20 laps, so there's time. I just don't think I've got the pace. Got to be able to overtake as well. Yeah, we've got some cars running the apron. There, that's good to see. Someone further down there just ran all the way to the inside. We can squeeze them in. Not quite getting the car moving as I want it to, so I think I'm regretting that setup choice. Terrible entry to the last corner. But we're not spinning. We're pretty much running the pace we should be, right? If this was a fully, like, an attempt at a realistic career mode in terms of like difficulty level and things, this is kind of where we should be running. Obviously, you want to be making a bit more progress, but I think I've probably got the pace for 34th. Looking at this, we're not going to get our top 25, unfortunately, though. I do not see it coming. We're going to have cautions. We're probably going to have fuel stops and things. Let's just get the info up. Might have to make our first green flag stop. Let's just see. There's our pit menu, so you can see we've got 14 laps of fuel left. Just about lost touch with the cars in front. But I'm feeling pretty comfortable in the racing here. Like the car feels safe, too safe, but it's consistent. I don't feel, I'm gonna curse this, I don't feel close to spinning at this stage. The AI definitely make mistakes. Oh, I've seen it already, and we've seen cautions as well through things that haven't been caused by us. So yes, the first caution in the last race was not caused by us, I don't think. Everyone was kind of checking up for green flag stops. So yes, the AI do make mistakes. Let's try third gear through the last corner. Okay, that got the rear going. You can see it just coming round. Don't think it made us any faster though. Hard to tell, but didn't really help us, I think. Oh no, understeer. 12 laps of fuel, can we make it to the end? I don't know if we can like lift and coast and then we'll be the only one who doesn't have to pit. I doubt it, but if there's going to be a caution, that might help us. Yeah, unfortunately, I've found the perfect spot, which is a problem. So now I found the perfect spot for pace of the AI, and the controls and things where they're essentially matching me. Yeah, let's hope for it. Yeah, I think you can cut the dog leg. I'll try it. You can, because I saw an AI car do it a minute ago on the second lap, I think, and I'd done it and didn't get penalised. So I don't know how much you can cut it. Like, let's just see. So we go all the way down here. Yeah, that was fine. No issues. Wonder how much you can cut. First turn as well. Oh no, that was a mistake. I say first turn, it's not the first turn, is it? First proper turn. Alright, halfway through the race. 9 laps of fuel left, so I don't think anyone's going to make it on
10 to go.
one tank. So you're going to have to make one pit stop, which I like for the strategy at least, even for these shorter races. Big gaps in front and behind. Slowly closing in, maybe. Car's just not giving me the front end I need or want. That was a better line. Tyre wear now 54% in the front right, so it's all, as I say, accelerated ×4, I think, relating to the length of the race. I'm using quite a lot of steering lock through the corners as well on controller, probably more than I would be using on a wheel. I'm going to catch this guy just as we come towards the end of the race. Come on, we need a yellow or something. But then I think on a yellow restart it might be a problem for us, because if we go backwards at the start without the straight line speed, that could cause, we could lose our top 35. So in some ways I don't want a caution. Come on, get one move. One move would be great. One position.
One low.
And go outside. Oh, that kind of worked. Outside line kind of worked. I've accidentally changed view. I was so stressed. Can we get it done? Yeah, we're through.
Inside.
P32.
Car inside.
So I think some people have been pitting. We've got a yellow marker on the front right now if you look at the car status board. So it does change colour when you're kind of getting a lot of wear. Yeah, a few cars in the pits, you can see the positions changing. We've got 5 laps of fuel left though, and we've got 5 laps to go. Can we just make it to the end without a stop? No, it's just this looks like, must be one of the cars that's pitted. Look at the speed difference. Yeah, okay, that's the leader, that's why. They've not pitted, they're just a lap ahead. So there's the pace difference between the cars towards the front of the series and us stragglers at the back, I should have said, scrabbling for points and positions. I think we can get to the end on one tank of fuel here, so maybe we can sneak our position through that. I don't know if it's mandatory to make a stop, because obviously it's all to do with the modifiers. I have been lifting a lot into the corners, so I've been kind of fuel saving a bit more than maybe some of the AI cars, or we'll have to wait and see.
Stay low.
Okay, we've got another, I think that's P2 coming through.
Clear up
But
top.
we got the
Inside.
move done. Go around the outside of Brian.
Clear inside. 2 to go now.
Follow through P2. They're using the apron, see? P2 using the apron. Okay.
White flag right here.
Oh, of course, the leaders are a lap ahead of us. We just got the white flag. Okay, we're going to be fine, because we've got the white flag. We can get to the end.
Leaders on pit road.
Okay, leader's pitting, though. Oh, it's so... I have no idea what's going to happen in this situation. Like, it's right on the cusp, but let's just see. We got the white flag.
Try to coast a little if you can. Save us some fuel.
There you go. Low fuel warning. Coasting a little bit, they're saying. But we might get our result from this, from staying out.
Clear inside. Inside.
Lawless Allen's going to make it without stopping.
Car outside.
There we go.
Nothing wrong with the top 20.
P13 through accidental strategy. I honestly was sure I was going to have to pit there for fuel. Another good result for Lawless Allen. Second top 2 of the season. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yes, I'm just going to catch up with some of the comments. Can you ride the wall at Martinsville? I doubt it, but we'll have to see. Yeah, just remember as well, yeah, I know I've seen some comment. There's a lot of chat about wheels and controllers and all these kind of things, and so it's not meant to be a sim, this game. It's meant to be an accessible racer for everyone. You've got iRacing itself for a kind of NASCAR sim on PC, but this game was never meant to be on PC until relatively late in the process. So it was a console game first, PC second. I'm actually really liking the racing so far, I have to say. Yes, there's a bit of an issue there, as Charlie's raised a good point. When you've got a 4% or not a 4%, a 4 times multiplier on fuel and tires in a race that's this long, that was pretty touch and go. Like the fact that your result entirely comes down to whether or not you pit is a bit funky. Like you don't want people coming in the last lap. But if you're having to lift and coast, then fair enough. 100% New York Vice or NY Vice. Yeah, because that's the thing. If I was jumping in these races and having the fastest car and being in the top 10 straight away, there's nowhere to progress with my car. And I think the whole point is that as you go, and we'll hopefully see some more of this, you can develop the car, make it faster, and then you move up the order through car development rather than just through the races being too easy. So that's what I want. Okay, let's just see what happens then. We'll leave the race weekend, get through some more races. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. That's two things, yeah. One, the game is not meant for that, but secondly, I'm hearing a lot about force feedback being low on the wheels. So that's just something we're going to have to investigate once we can get a console wheel on. So yeah, that's something. Yes, Matthew, but I think in this you've got, I guess you can say like, oh, some teams in real life will have better setups or, better engine. I don't really know exactly, but I don't think that any driver could win in any single car. I think that you also need to have a decent car underneath you. So I guess it's like an element of that, judging by the fact that there's performance points and you have to repair your car after each race and you have a performance point figure to get to, judging by the fact that the AI cars were so much faster in a straight line there, the ones who were a lap ahead, but the ones at the back weren't. I think that there's a sort of car development thing going on. Or team development, like better resources, maybe a better engine, I'm not sure. Look at the damage we've got here. Not good for the body and chassis. And yeah, the overall car racing, that's what I mean by the kind of performance points. Here we go. We're going to have to look into that, though. You've mastered all the basics of running a NASCAR team, but there's more to learn. So achievements, lifetime, and finances. Okay. So you've got, achievements is all your stats. So they're kind of adding things in slowly, which gives you a little bit of a chance to take it in, which is good. So you've got Menard series, you've got the, hang on, that's not letting us. It does say right stick, left and right. It's probably because we're only in the Menard series right now, so we can't view stats for the other series, even though it looks like we can switch between them. There's your finances. Customized screen hasn't changed much, so that's all fine. I think what we'll do is I'm going to bump the AI down by 1. Happy with that. That's all good. There was another specific setting. Was it recovery skill? I think that's what I was advised to turn down. Is that correct? Afternoon, Leroy. How's it going? Happy Friday. Was it this one? I'm trying to remember the setting. Overshoot. It wasn't recovery, it was overshoot. So I don't think that's AI. That is that an advanced control setting? Overshoot, there it is. What I don't know is if this is something. So in the advanced controls layouts here, I've got normal and I've got precision, and then I've got custom. But I don't know what the custom is starting with. Like, is that starting from normal or is that starting from precision? I actually don't know. But that overshoot setting, that doesn't look related to the speed of the cars on restarts. That's maybe to do with something else. I'm not sure. Then maybe there's a different setting. Maybe it's not called that. Maybe it's something else. Or maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Either way, Yeah, then it's your car. All right, okay, yeah. I'm just catching up now. Yeah, I think it's the car. Okay. These are all the other things you can do, by the way. So in AI settings, you can really change a lot. You can change the skill range, stability, recovery, consistency, incident frequency. Oh, let's do a few things. So bump that from 25 to 35, just for a bit of fun. We'll do the consistency down, just to try and, you know, make them a little bit more spread, or a little bit like, what I want to be able to do is have a different, like, they don't have to run the same speed every lap. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. There's your stats, by the way, for career mode. So you've got the 4 times normal on the consumption, and that's the maximum. And then you can make the player have more or less wear and fall off than everyone else, which feels a bit unfair. Strict yellow flags, black flags are on, full qualifying and all that. Okay. I think we leave that at times 4 just to see, because that's the default. Ah, okay, interesting. I feel quicker with precision, but let's go with normal then for the next one, because this is all about experimenting. Like this, that's what this stream is all about: finding out things, trying them out. So yeah, we're gonna leave that on expert. Leave that as it is. We'll leave the stability on 5, so it's kind of custom, and we'll go with that. I've taken the AI from 100 down to 99. Hopefully that tiny little bit helps us just a little. And we'll go back to normal controls. Okay, I'm worried now. We're getting towards race time, but I'm worried because look at the state of my car on the right-hand side. It's all level 1 parts, which is what makes me think you can upgrade the car. Oh, driver coaching or school appearances. That's good. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay, excellent. So we can either gain reputation or we can gain cash. I think we gain cash at this stage. Driving school rather than a school appearance. Yeah, let's take the money. Do some driver coaching. Hefty repairs. I don't know if this is because I was experimenting with things in practice, but as you can see, I recommend repairs. Look at our performance point. It's 113 is what we're going to have. Spending 40 again. That is terrifying. I might need to hire the new staff member to get my WP modifier up, because this feels painfully low. Because I'm not gaining enough points. So there we go. We can hire a better rating. So John Stockton to be our crew chief. And we'll hire Craig as our agent. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but we need some more things here. Oh, I haven't signed this. Oh, I didn't sign the sponsor. I thought I signed the sponsor. Ah, okay. So now I've just got an option. You've impressed them out there, and we've got an official offer from the sponsor. Okay, so I actually had to impress the sponsor, I guess, with that first race. Unless I just never accepted it the first time. That you guys will probably have known that on the stream, but I maybe just forgot to sign. Select a sponsor incentive. We'll go easy, normal, or hard. Let's go with top. Well, let's just go hard. Let's just take a risk. It's a lot of money extra if we do get it, so even if we get it once every 2 races or 3 races, it's still worth it. Okay, done. So we've got a sponsor. Thanks, Craig. We've got staff. The car is worse for wear. We're down to 113 points, so that feels painfully low. I think that's us. Yeah. John Formula 1-ton. Just having another quick look, see if there's anything I'm missing. Because I'm very, I guess, surprised at just how much damage I'm doing to the car, but maybe it's because I crashed it so many times in practice. Maybe I just need to be a lot more safe, but the percentages are pretty low. We're going to Bristol next. Love Bristol. Love Bristol. So let's see. I just want to, obviously we're not going to be able to progress that far in one stream in the afternoon, But I'll just see where I can get to. I want to see how it develops further into the game. We'll do a very quick practice at Bristol then. I'm going to go with the loose setup because I really felt compromised. Oh, we're already at loose. Okay, we're good. Let's do a few laps. I've changed it back to normal instead of precision, I think. So this should be now, yeah. Oh, good. There we go. Forgot I'd turned off my stability. Okay. So this is, we're close to like raw assists in terms of stability. We've got 5%, but we've got normal steering back on, and we've got a slightly loose setup, so the car is going to be pretty flighty. I'm going to have to manage it. Our target is 17.2. So we should be, usually we're a bit off the target, but if we can get close to it, I'll be happy. Ooh. Got to be very careful on the throttle. 17.8 straight away, that's not a bad start. Getting a bit loose out of the corners though with that loose setup, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a compromise, I think. I'll try and be more smooth on my inputs because I'm still learning the game, of course, so I have a long way to improve myself in my driving. It's just that one exit I think is worse than the other. Bristol is awesome. Like, what an amazing sort of coliseum or amphitheater for racing. It's just magical. Would love to see them go back to doing Bristol dirt, but maybe I'm the only one. Okay, we're running 17.7, so we're half a second off the goal. I think that's honestly not too bad. Let me just try with precision, just to see what changes. I feel like I can be a little bit more, even though it's kind of more jerky, I don't know if the word, but I feel like I've actually got more control of the rear on exits with precision on. Like you can see, I'm able to make more micro adjustments when I'm losing the car, so I can keep it up higher on the exit.
Inside door.
Don't know if the highline will be any good. Anyway, we've crashed. Let's return to garage before we get the damage.
What do you think so far?
Right,
Need
let's
changes?
just
What do you need
see.
out there?
I'm gonna go with neutral setup, and we'll see what that does, because I was losing the rear slightly on exits. I want to see if that
Settle in,
setup
find your
change
rhythm,
makes
and we'll
us
build from there.
slower. I think it's gonna make us slower, but we'll see what it does.
You merge in now.
Go to slightly further away. Camera. Ooh. Okay.
Car outside.
Sorry.
3 wide. All clear.
Right. So let's see. Kind of neutral setup. Let's see if it's any faster or if it's a little bit slower. It should be a little bit easier on corner exit. Everyone's washing up. Yeah, it is easier on corner exit, that's for sure. Can already tell. But I just struggling to get it turned. That's actually okay. I may have a slight slipstream here, which is going to affect lap times. 17.7 straight away. First lap was better, so maybe around here we do need the neutral setup. It just doesn't feel as good.
Fastest lap yet, bud.
Ugh, that's what happens when you overcorrect. Okay. This seems to be a little bit faster, so we're just going to go with it. I need to stop complaining, basically. Let's advance.
How you doing in there? Need any
It's such a shame that people are struggling with force feedback. It's a real shame. Yeah, not doing it on a wheel, guys, for today. I do not have a console-compatible wheel on the rig. I didn't have a chance to get it changed over. There's too many variables. I had to try and switch to do with quick releases and all sorts of stuff. So today we're just on controller, but I will obviously give this game a shot on wheel at some point. It's just because we obviously cover so much on traction, most of it's on PC, we're constantly switching wheelbases and things like that. And yeah, unfortunately there's too much on this week and I didn't have the chance to switch the base over today. So apologies for that, guys. I did want to. When we got up this morning, the plan was for me to change it over so I could at least show you both. I promise I tried my best, but we wouldn't have been able to stream.
Driver or Scarecrow? Hard to tell right
All right.
now.
Qualifying.
As the session comes to a close, let's take a look at the results.
33rd, so yeah, we're about right. Let's see how we get on in qualifying.
Welcome to qualifying. The engines are fired up and the fight for the pole is on.
I can't remember. Did we switch back to normal?
Qualifying, here we go. Okay.
Best way to test if we're on normal is to look at the inputs in the cockpit. Yeah, that's definitely normal. Smoother. Careful on the throttle on the apron, on the exit. Okay. So we're on a neutral setup, and we're on normal controls rather than precision. So we'll just see what happens. Don't think I'm going to be very fast, but try and get top 30. I got 2 laps qualifying at Bristol, which is good. That was decent.
Let's go. One more time.
That was the fastest lap of the weekend. Oh no, turned in too early for the first turn on this lap, so it's not going to be as fast, I don't think. But that's still a decent first qualifying lap, I'll take it. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think it's going to be faster.
All right.
Yeah, 17.7, 31st, alright.
Push out there. We'll make up some spots on race.
Ah, okay, I didn't realize the qualifying goal was also top 20. That's terrifying. Okay, let's see what we can do then from 31st. We're ahead of like 10 cars. Anyone see the football last night? Any Scotland fans in the house? Or Greece fans, I do apologise.
Let's go trackside now for the command.
Right, let's do it. Nighttime race.
Drivers, start!
Based on what everyone is saying, I'm really hoping that they can work out what's going on with the force feedback. I'm hoping it's an issue and not a fundamental problem with really bad low force feedback. But we haven't seen much wheel footage at all, have we? So that's the thing. Like, that's what we're all kind of waiting for. And yeah, now that people have got their hands on it, maybe that's why. But let's see. Into the race. I don't think we're gonna get top 20, but hey, we'll see what happens with fuel.
Be ready now.
Can I point out something? That's,
Green flag.
I think,
One up high.
like, the thing about this game should absolutely not be judged on previous failures of other games that are similar, right? So, like, what I'm saying is this game isn't good because ignition was bad, okay? That's just not how it should work. However, for NASCAR fans, from a kind of subjective point of view, they deserve a working racing game that's just decent. And what I would say so far is, regardless of thoughts on the handling and the wheel support and all these kind of things that I haven't been able to answer yet, but you know, there's lots of discourse about and everything. I've been playing this game now for what, an hour and a half, and I haven't noticed any major issues. There's maybe a small glitches here and there with the menu music, or yes, the wheel issue sounds like it could be an issue. Don't know yet. Other than that, I've not seen any crazy broken glitches. The game's been working smoothly. The AI races so far have all been absolutely fine. It just kind of works. So that's not oh, this is amazing because it works, because obviously it should work. But it is definitely a it's a positive start.
3 wide.
I have got absolutely no front end. We're in a deep battle here for like P30.
Outside door.
So I think our sponsorship goal, unless there's more pit stops like in the Phoenix race at the end, then I think we're maybe a little bit on the ambitious side. But we do have our car is pretty badly damaged, so we should be able to fix it fully for the next race. I think our performance point stat was down from 160 to 106, so that sounds pretty bad. I wonder if we'll be a lot faster once we get it fixed. Hopefully we can do that in the next race with our new staff members. There you go. I can catch the slide. That's good. I'm being a bit more aggressive now. You can see me like sliding the car at the corners, and that's kind of just because I'm trying to get the speed out of it. I feel comfortable that I'm not going to lose it. Or I feel more comfortable anyway, so I'm being a bit more aggressive on the throttle. The setup's sort of allowing me to do it. A lot of AI cars running high lines, which is cool, so let's maybe... Should we try a high line? And this is probably going to be a bad idea. Try the Larson approach. I'm too scared to go all the way up, so we'll go middle. But you can see AI running low, medium, and high across the board, which is really, really good. Bristol is the sort of track where, obviously, it changes race to race, right, and where the grip is at certain moments. Sometimes one line is the clear favourite, sometimes there's multiple, but Bristol is a place where we have seen multiple lines working well. So I'm liking the fact that you can run lanes. It's hard with a controller to be precise enough to be able to run lanes accurately, but the top players will, of course, manage it. I'm already feeling semi-comfortable, he says as he hits the wall. Semi-comfortable with being able to manipulate things a little. So I'm missing my apex sometimes. I'm not, sometimes I'm trying to go low and I'm failing. But here, when I'm trying to run kind of middle to high, I am able to run it. With mistakes, of course. We're almost halfway through. I'm really excited to get this car fixed up and see what we can do in the next one. See if it does actually make a difference, if we get our pace back somewhere near where we were at Daytona, but not, I don't think we'll be near the front, but just a little bit closer anyway.
One outside.
Ooh.
Clear up top.
Okay, you came down to me there.
Clear up top.
I left you the space, Tanner.
Car outside.
We're trying to go low to make the move, but I'm not comfortable in the low groove at the moment. Is that a leader behind me? Probably. He came up to my mirror very quickly.
Car low.
That's got to be the leader. Yeah. Ah,
Clear bottom.
changing my HUD
Car
while
outside.
taking the exit's a bad idea.
Outside door.
Right, car status. Aero 99%, so a little bit of door panel damage.
Car outside.
I'm trying to follow the leader through here to get some position gains, but I don't quite have the grip underneath me. Oh, no! No! First crash!
Clear high if you want it.
Oh! Okay,
Caution's out.
we brought the caution out. That's bad for our money.
Pit road is open.
Yes, we definitely need to pit. We need to fix everything.
You happy with these pit options?
Okay, unfortunately, fuel, if you look at the estimations on the fuel at the top left, we've got 30 seconds here. Even if we take the least amount of fuel, it's estimating we do 32 laps after the pit stop. We can't take no fuel, so we have to take 0.5 of a can. We'll take 4 tyres, let's just go all in. We'll take our repairs, so we have a good car for the end of the race.
Okay, we're pitting here.
And we're going to pit. So, pit stops under yellow flags, you don't actually see the pit stop animation. This will be the first chance we've had, but it literally does the pit stop off screen. It goes back to the race for the green flag restart. So as you can see, we're down to last. But hopefully we've got grip over everyone else with new tyres and everything. But yeah, when you pit under green flags, then you can do an actual pit stop with animations and stuff. I've not been able to do one successfully yet, but maybe we'll do one before the end. Who knows?
Clear high.
Okay.
One high.
Now, how much difference is it going to make having new tyres for these last 7 laps? Will we notice it against the AI who didn't stop?
Clear high.
Sort of need to get back up to 32nd, 33rd to know.
One up high. 3 wide.
We're making some positions. Not enough though.
Clear,
Oh,
clear.
that's good. Look at that. Okay, so good grip on the inside in the last corner.
5 to go now.
Go through the middle here.
Outside.
Middle lane was working for us earlier.
Clear low if you want it.
Eric slides up.
Clear all around.
Again, good natural racing with the AI here. I'm not feeling like...
3 wide.
I don't feel like I'm kind of hanging on to control of the car. I feel quite controlled in the way we're battling and stuff. The AI are behaving in, I would say, a very natural feeling way.
1 on the bottom.
Oh, stuck it through the middle. Up to 34th. We're back. We're going to get back to where we were, at least. Come on. Can we actually get close towards the top 20 here?
Clear up top. Outside now. 3
I don't
wide.
think so. I don't think we're going to have the pace of the cars further up, but... Well, That was me trying to control it on exit. We're stuck together.
Car outside.
Come on, use the grip.
Clear low.
There we are, 29th. I'm leaning. My head is leaning with the banking. So even though we crashed and brought out the caution, because we pitted and no one else did, it's given us a big advantage, I think. It's actually worked in our favour for the race.
Clear high. White flag.
2 to go. Oh, 1 to go because we've been lapped, I forgot. Not going to be top 20, but it's going to be top 30, so maybe just need to change our incentives for the sponsors and see where we're at with this fresh car for the next one, hopefully.
One high.
Nope, that's not a good way to end it. Oh, we crashed over the line. 32nd. Yeah. I'm literally in my head. Of course, some of those weren't for position, I forgot. So we were making passes there, but we were a lap down because we crashed and pitted, so I take it back. We didn't get up to 30th. Did the HUD say I was in P30 there, or was it just me that said that because of who I could see on track? I don't know. 264 reputation. Apparently we got 0 rep for lap speed. Okay. That's not great. Isabella likes me. I could get used to this John person. Brendan likes me more this time. Good run by John Monroe, even though I crashed twice. Oh no, he's being sarcastic. Alright. Isabella, to be fair, might be being sarcastic as well, because maybe she's saying I could get used to racing against him because he's rubbish. Okay. That's a P32. So, first impressions, as I've been kind of slowly giving you some stuff as we go here. I just don't want to bite too early and you know, give opinions based on very short samples, but it's definitely not Heat. It's, to me, the racing and the driving feels a lot better than Heat. The physics on the controller and the handling, the AI racing, it all feels better than Heat, more natural, slightly less gamey, slightly more proper, but still, like, it's just fun. It's more, yeah. That's where I feel compared to Heat. How it compares to, I don't know, like other, it's difficult to place in terms of comparisons to other games, because I don't think it is in any way comparable to your iRacings and stuff. Like, well, obviously I can't compare it until I get the wheel on and give that a try, but it's not, I don't think that's the comparison that's not a comparison that's being intended to be made, but obviously people will make it, and that's fine. And if you like iRacing, you might hate this, and it's just for people on console. That's the problem. Look at our car, absolute nightmare. 26 is our rating now, so hopefully we can fix it all up. But yeah, like, what am I trying to say? The unfortunate gap remains for people who want a sim-like serious NASCAR experience on console, but this was never going to fill that gap. Let's just hope that they can make the wheel feel better if it is poor, if the force feedback's poor, like people are saying. Let's hope that that's something that can be fixed and worked on, and hopefully the physics, I haven't heard anything about the physics other than the force feedback being low. So hopefully the physics feel good in a wheel, and then you can still get a really good, authentic NASCAR experience on console. And I'm looking forward to trying it myself and seeing. So yeah, let's hope they sort it. Let's hope they sort it. It can definitely be patched. That's the kind of standard with games now. We're 13th in the standings, so we're actually doing quite well. You can see the schedule too. So we've done 3 races now. We've got Rockingham, Talladega, Kansas. So we've got, do we have any? Yeah, Lime Rock's race 10, so it's a long way till we get to a road course. Let's get the car fixed up though. Craig's hiring a mechanic. Okay. Excellent. Open mechanic position. Extra 50 WP. Excellent. That's what we want. So now we can hopefully get the car much better in terms of repairs now. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can't get it fully. We cannot get it fully repaired because. Oh, interesting. You can actually replace the part. Hang on. Can I? I'm curious. So body's down to 0. I just want to see. I don't know if that's something we can do yet. It does say we can replace the part. Current part rating 0. I don't know if that's going to do a good thing or not. If that's going to just give us one that's really bad. Or we can just do the big repairs, but that's going to cost a lot of WP. Only if you have one in your inventory. Yeah, but do I have an inventory yet though? Parts store. Oh, okay. Here we go. So we can actually upgrade levels for parts. We've got 31,000, so we could do lots of upgrades. All right, so we can make our car faster, I think. Look, we've got level 1, level 2, and level 3 parts. And I've got lots of money, so I think I can just buy new parts. Should have probably checked that before. Level improvement over the lowest rated part installed in a car. Alright, so it's 2 levels up. So let's buy the part. Inventory, we've got none. So instead of spending things on repairing them, let's buy some new parts. And let's say... yes. We'll buy a new chassis, 1,900. Yes. This might get us our sponsorship objective, so we'll get the money back. Level 3 engine. Yes. And pro racing parts. Keith, that's not a surprise because it's actually the same core development team with obviously changes, but it's the same core original team that did the World of Outlaws game that are now working on this game. So it shouldn't be surprising if it's feeling the same or similar. Especially this sort of stuff. Alright, we've just basically bought a new car. I didn't realise that this was something we could do. Now we've got level 3 parts, and look, 280p. Are we going to be fast now? We had 160 when we started the season. We were down to like 100 for the last race. So I'm not changing any settings. We're going to go out there, we're going to drive, and we're going to see if that gives us the positions we actually need, because that is what we want from a career mode. I'm happy to run around in 30th, 35th with a bad car, if I know that by upgrading my car in a fair way I can actually get up the grid. That is fine by me. So, I'm getting all excited. Let's race. Maybe we'll have a rocket ship. Maybe we will. Let's just see. It'd be funny if I'm still rubbish, like a full second off the pace. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, level 5 is same as quick race. Interesting. Okay, let's do a practice session.
We'll see who can set the fastest time here in this practice session.
We'll stick with our slightly...
All right, let's get out there and see what we got.
Oh no, we've got 25% loose. I think we actually... This was the track we ran in the kind of qualifying race, which we put to loose, so... We'll stick with loose. Let's see this time if we can get near the...
And focus on our goal.
Near the goals. I was probably meant to upgrade my car parts earlier if I'd have gone and actually checked that.
One up high. Clear up top.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if we've got more pace now. .5 is the goal. We've normally been a little bit off the goal, like on a track like this, maybe a second off the goal. 8/10, something like that. We're already kind of holding it with the AI car in front of us, which is a good sign. Bumpy around Rockingham. Oh, look.
Great lap. Keep it up.
We got the goal in the first lap, so there's the proof.
Bring her back to the garage if you want.
There's the proof about the performance. So we were absolutely right to be okay with running towards the back and slow with a car that wasn't as quick. Like, that's how it should be. We'll get the second lap done. We're not going to be... Don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to suddenly be like top 5, top 10. But if we can kind of get top 20...
One inside.
There we go.
Let's take a look at the results of this.
Oh, you forgot as well. Yeah. It makes sense, Zero Raymer. Makes sense. There was nothing on the screen, like, unless... Was there a... I'm 16th in practice, by the way, so that's about right. Was there anything in the tutorials that I was skipping through earlier? I thought I've paid attention to them quite carefully. I don't remember them saying anything about being able to buy faster parts. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Qualifying. Can we actually get a top 20? And it's going to be based on our 18th place in practice. P20 in qualifying is going to be like a perfect challenge to try and achieve.
We're up. Get out there.
We'll stick with the setup. A little bit loose at the rear, but I can manage it. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
Okay, settle in, breathe deep, and make it count.
But
Stay on your blend
I
line.
actually also, I thought I was looking around at all the menus. I just obviously missed that bit. I don't know when it came in. Maybe it was right near the start. Okay, yeah, interesting. Okay, let's get qualifying underway then at Rockingham. Can we get our top 20, which I think is the target for the sponsor objective?
This one counts. Let's go.
Yes, it is. Not a very good line through turn 1, but I don't quite know all the grooves around Rockingham. I'm just going to sort of send it and hope. That was... Oh, too close to the apron. Got loose. No, no, no. Okay, we've mucked up qualifying. Not horrendous, but oh, we got it. 18th.
Good effort out there. We'll work on
Oh, I
getting
messed that
back to
up.
the race.
Messed it up. Got too close to the line. I was really trying to cut it fine, but we still got 18th just by 0.03 of a second over P20, which would have failed our objective. So, yeah, let's see how we get on in the race.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start
Let's go.
this Arkham and R
We've got our big barbecue sponsor on the front now.
Drivers, start
Hey, Thomas, welcome.
engines.
Get her started now. Time to go.
Let's keep up the run of just decent races that we've had against the AI here in this game.
Be ready. There's the green
Okay.
flag. One
That's
bottom.
good to know, Andy, as well, because I've obviously, while I'm streaming, I'm not been able to check up on some of those things, but it looks like the force feedback issue has been acknowledged.
One inside.
Let's try and get down
If
low.
you want it.
We're still not getting great restarts, but obviously it's a lot better than it was before. I'm assuming the AI are going to go low, so we're going to go high here.
One inside. Clear low.
AI running both lines. Awesome. Oh, Timmy's coming up on me. Bit of contact.
Clear inside.
We'll switch to the bottom.
One
Timmy's going to come
outside.
down. Yeah, knew it.
Clear high.
I knew it, Timmy. You're so predictable.
Car outside.
Right, come on. I'm going to get my nose on the inside so he can't come down. And he doesn't come down. All right, that's good. So the AI clearly aware of what's going on in terms of if they're clear or not. It's like they've got their own kind of inbuilt spotter, whether they come down on you or not. I've not had any AI car kind of like completely come down across me. I've had one make side. Oh, that was my bad. That's totally on me. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Want it.
Just as I was... I was literally just commenting about coming down on other drivers, and yeah, we don't need to pit. We're fine for tyres, we're fine for fuel, 19 laps of fuel, 14 laps to go, no repairs, we're not pitting. I was literally just commenting on whether AI drivers come down and block you and cut across you as I cut across an AI driver and cause the yellow. My bad. Yeah, exactly.
10 away.
At least it's AI drivers, right? Hey Chris, how are you getting on? There are road courses, yes. The first road course in career mode is Lime Rock 10 races in. So I don't think we're gonna get 10 races in today, but we'll see. But yes, there are plenty of road courses following the usual schedules. Not every single track from the schedules in the game. I think Mexico is missing,
Car inside.
at least, and I think there's maybe one or two others missing, but we've got Sonoma, Kota, Lime Rock, Chicago,
One high. Clear low. 10
Watkins.
to go this time. Stay low.
Ooh. I've got just enough control when I get really close to the AI, and they seem to just give you a wide enough berth to prevent like big bits of contact.
Outside. Clear high if you want it.
So the career mode is obviously about your journey as a driver, but it's also about your kind of team building. And I think it's like we were talking about earlier. Yes, in real life, there's not necessarily a massive difference between a car at the front and the car in the back in terms of like performance, potential performance. There's maybe a small difference, but you know, the top teams, there's a reason they're top teams, right? There's a reason people want to drive for like Hendrix or teams like that, because you know they will either have a better understanding of the setups. They'll have the best engines, they'll have the best support from manufacturer, whatever it might be. There's small edges that you can get here and there that makes one car a faster car than another, even though the drivers also make a difference. So I think having that element in career where you're like upgrading your parts, because you're also essentially running your own team, so you're driving and running your team, that is realistic enough to make it okay and authentic, but at the same time it's, you know, it's more extreme, which gives you more of an enjoyable playthrough purpose. So it is exaggerated a little, but you know, you can go from, like, you know, our car, we maybe had the cheapest parts and we were running towards the back of the grid, and I managed to get a couple of decent results. Now we've upgraded to level 3 and boom, all of a sudden I'm running mid-pack. So it does make it enjoyable and it feels like you're building towards something. And obviously, as we go through the series, we're probably gonna have to reset that. Maybe we'll be able to buy a second car, maybe we'll be able to have a teammate. Just gonna, oh, I can't afford to make any big mistakes. Almost made a mistake as I said it. Can't afford to make big mistakes here. 5 laps to go. Really want that sponsor objective, top 20. If I can get a top 10, I'll be delighted.
They're outside.
Still got 3 more positions though, so I don't think we're going to get a top 10. Run cockpit cam for a few laps with you guys just to show you something more about my inputs, because you can't really see my inputs very well. When I'm playing on a steering wheel, you can kind of see them on this. Okay, that was a mistake. Psychologically, it just changes the way you have to drive a little bit. So you can kind of see my micro adjustments and corrections a little bit more. Obviously, remember, we're on kind of normal steering. Yeah, that is a bit disconcerting. When you're playing with a controller, when you see the steering wheel snapping from one side to the other, but there's a kind of smoothing on it because we're on the normal preset now, it is a little bit, it makes you overcorrect, I think. You can see I'm doing slight corrections on the corner exit. I can feel the rear coming around with a loose setup, and I'm just making slight corrections, which feel natural to me when I'm running on chase cam, and you can see the car behaving, but when I go to cockpit, oh no. When I'm in cockpit, it feels a little bit less natural because the way that the steering wheel's responding doesn't quite match with what you're doing because it's all smoothened a little bit, and it makes it actually, you're more likely to kind of like overcorrect a snap, is what I was finding there. So straight away I made 2 big mistakes in the cockpit cam that I wasn't making from chase cam. If I was playing on a wheel, it's the opposite. Like, it feels really weird to play with the chase cam on a wheel, whereas cockpit cam obviously is a lot more immersive. Oh. 1 lap to go.
1 more driver, let's go.
I think the roof cam's okay, because you can't see the steering input, so you can be a bit more, you're not getting kind of put off by it. You can also feel the tyre wear making a slight difference. Like, I've got noticeably less grip at the end than I have at the start. And there it is, P13.
Top 20, good job.
Goal met. Sponsorship objective. 9 seconds off the lead. Some decent points though. And much better reputation, 1,000 rep gained. The 2 that you guys can't see at the bottom there. So underneath incentive, goal met, hard. You've got top 15 and you've got led a lap. So we get a 240 rep for top 15. Obviously nothing for led a lap. Okay, so Kit Smiller is annoyed. I think that might be who I caused to crash. I can't quite remember. I definitely caused someone to crash. And DL Wilson says I could get used to this John person, so maybe we race cleanly with Wilson. Yeah, good to see with the statement. Yeah, I can remove the wheel. Yeah, 100%. So I just wanted to show you what it was like as default. But if I was playing this myself, I would remove the wheel on a controller. It's just with the wheel on the stream, you can see sort of what I'm doing a little bit more. But I think it's not quite accurate, so for understandable reasons. 7,000 profit, so that replaces the bits that we bought, which is good. I will turn off the steering wheel now in the menu so that we can try cockpit without the steering wheel, see if it's any easier. Car rating back to 204. So repairs certainly needed. Expected wear, because I didn't have any big crashes, which is good to see. What's the recommended? Okay, we can get it fully repaired. I just want to check something. How many WP do I have? 135. I thought I had that. I thought that's what I had before this round. Maybe it's per race. At the end of each race, you've got 135 because you've got... it's like workshop points to repair the car. So I think it's probably always 135 with my current staff level. And that's the number you have between races, I think. Anyway. We'll do the work. We'll repair the car. All level 3 parts, of course. And I think if we... I need to go to do that after. If we went to... Oh, we can't check it now because we fixed it. I wonder if we went to replace a part, our inventory would now just have our level 1 parts. Oh, look. There's our level 5 stuff we can now buy. Our inventory just has level 1 spares. Yeah, so all of the bits we've had, the level 1 stuff's all there. We can sell it for nothing. That's interesting. So if I now buy a level 5, I can buy some level 5 parts. So if I buy a level 5 engine, 10,000 credits, we can do that. I don't want to overspend, so let's just get the engine for now. We'll maybe get a level 4 is a lot cheaper actually. Ooh, let's get level 4 parts as well. Level 4 chassis. We're just kind of playing around with this, and we'll go level 4 suspension. We didn't spend quite as much. We've got a mixture of level 3, 4, and 5 parts now. There you go. So level 3 body, level 4 chassis, 5 engine, and 4 suspension. So we've got a bit of a mismatch. 340 points. The repairs thing is a very good question. I don't know yet, Andy. It'd be cool to be able to answer that. If we just repaired... Like, because obviously you have an overall performance point stat, so that's where 340 is. So the car is like, let's say, 340 speed points or whatever. I wonder if, like, for example, my engine was at 0% and everything else was 100%, or say the engine was at 1% and it let us race it. The P might be down to like 250, but I wonder if that would specifically make your engine really bad, or if it would make the whole car just slower. That's a really good question. And I don't know the answer, but maybe we'll be able to speak to the devs at some point again in the future and get an answer to that question. I guess you could try and find it out yourself, but it would take quite a lot of trial and error to try and do that. New sponsor, so that's good. Dart, 2,200 per race. Okay, do we add them or do we replace the sponsor? I think we just replace the sponsor, so it's a better race bonus. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I didn't realize this the first time until afterwards. With my sponsorship stuff here, I can't accept this new sponsor. It says, I've got a potential new sponsor lined up. Finish in 32nd or better in the next race in order to receive this offer. So I will, basically he's saying, a sponsor's interested. If you impress them by finishing top 32, you can have them for the next race. So that's good. I think the garage is customizable to an extent. I don't know how it is right now though. If I go... This is just the race shop, so I don't know if the inside is customizable. Nothing in overview, staff, or sponsors. Let's see, garage. Nothing there. Schedule, nothing. Obviously, standings, nothing. You can edit the HQ through your customization options here. The team logo and the paint kit. So actually, no, you can edit the car and the team logo, but you can't edit the inside of the garage. I reckon that's going to be something to do with further down the career. If you can edit that at all, it's probably going to be like, I doubt that your HQ will always look like this, even in the Cup Series with loads of money. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a bit of that later. Next up, Super Speedway. That's why we upgraded the engine. I am going to try and win a race. I'm going to try and win a race because I think my car now has got level 5 engine for a Super Speedway race. Maybe I should have gone body because the aerodynamics. but I think we should be fast. Let's see. Exciting times. I'm not even going to practice for this race. I'm just going to go straight in. We're going to make sure we're on a neutral setup. Skip practice. We know Talladega is flat out. It's not very interesting to practice on. Very interesting to race. We will qualify, though.
It's time to qualify. Drivers are on the track, battling the clock for a shot at the pole.
Time to do this.
Let's go. Neutral setup. I think...
Give us a good run, keep it clean.
yeah, I feel like Zero Aimer, I'm with you. I think it's most likely just the overall speed. Because it's a like performance stat, essentially, it would make sense for the performance stat to be a modifier on the overall performance of the car. But that's just a guess. I was going to change the... There we go. We've got different digital dash styles as well, so let's just try 2. So now we've got the steering wheel turned off, so that would be your view. Can I run onto the track here? Yep. Here you go. So now it's going to look a bit more natural for you guys, and it's probably going to feel similar, more similar to chase cam. Right, come on, level 3 engine. Give me speed. Oh, the dash settings for cup cars. All right, thank you for that. Oh, it's painfully slow without a draft in an ARCA. 179. Come on. Don't know if I should run all the way, like... I can't remember what's best for Talladega, just sticking all the way to the bottom or running up high at the start and then going low for the corner. I think it depends on the car and the series and everything. So like what I like to do is stick to the apron, go out wide, run near the wall. $183. Probably could have stayed down low for the last corner because I'm really not carrying the speed to justify opening the steering, or I'm not opening steering enough to make it work. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Where are we going to qualify?
Great job, buddy. That's the pole. Let's go get him on race.
There it is. Our level 5 engine. We're on pole. 53.3. 3/10 quicker. What a transformation from the first Daytona run. So, remember when I started the career on 100 AI, because I felt like that would be a decent level? That's probably where we should be. Because now we're on pole without a fully upgraded car on a super speedway by 3/10. So 99. I mean, it shouldn't make such a big difference changing it by 1, but I think it does. Anyway, our first pole. Let's see if we can get our first win.
Time to go. Good luck out there.
Will we need to make a pit stop, though?
Be ready now.
We're going to go for the... Let's go back to that dashboard view.
Car high.
Let's see how it is racing from this view. We've actually lost the... Hang on, we've lost the rev counter in the bottom right, or is that because we're in dashboard? That might be because we're in cockpit, sorry. Yeah, we don't have the sort of rev counter that we had down the bottom right, which I think... Yeah, we have it when we're on chase cam.
Stay low.
Right, let's just try from cockpit for a little bit and see how immersive it is with the controller.
One outside.
Oh no. Well, no one's pushing me. No one's pushing me properly. Alright.
Car outside.
So I'm relying fully on my spotter to know where I've got space here. Oh no, this is not comfortable. I'm more comfortable through the turns on iRacing.
Inside now.
Look at the speed difference.
Clear inside.
And we're clear again. Okay, we're going to run the bottom. And we lose all of our speed. Is anyone going to give us a push? They're going to get a massive run on us here, I think. I'm going to stick low just to see what happens. 186 on the exit. I can't really see my mirror in the cockpit because we're too zoomed in, so I might just try, after this corner, I'll maybe switch to the kind of slightly further back cockpit view just to see if I can see my mirror without having to look behind me. Can't say the word mirror. Mirror. Right, there we go. Okay, now I can see the mirror a bit better. "10 laps at Talladega. Do we have the fuel?" No. No one's going to have the fuel, so we're all going to have to pit. No one's getting near us. Then they start getting near on the straight, and I think they're just not that quick in the corners, I think. Oh, there they are. Hello. All of a sudden, it's like they switch, they flick a switch, and all of a sudden they're on. I should not be ever having a big gap here. Like, they should always, this is more like it. Like, they should be running past me. Or pushing me along.
We lost the lead. Let's get it back. One outside. One high.
I'll keep the low lane.
Outside.
Okay, we're not letting whoever it is in P2, I haven't even looked for the name, but we're not letting them
Clear outside.
come down in front of us. We're just going to stick to the inside and see if we can just hang on to this. We might have to make our first green flag pit stop when we're leading our first race. Now that is stressful as anything, because I don't know where I'm going to brake, I don't know what the rules are, if I can speed, all of these things. Don't know if it's automated, don't know if it's manual. They're going to have a massive run. See, when they drop back like that, suddenly you just think, oh, surely they're going to get some massive run on me. Four laps of fuel left. Just flicking through the HUD on the left-hand side, you can see above my head. So we've got lap info with previous best lap and leader pace. You've got the running order with the gaps. It's Alan again, P2, flawless Alan. Isabella Robusto P3. We're pitting this lap. That's fine. We're gonna
change up the strategy and we'll do the work.
Okay. I clicked change strategy just because I thought I wanted to add less fuel, maybe. I think I'll stick to 1 can. But that's interesting. So when you go to change the strategy, even under green flag conditions, the game fully pauses and allowing you to change the menu options. Obviously, that won't be the case in online play, but that makes a lot of sense. Like, that's great. So we can take our time. Like, we can be the crew chief. We can choose what we want. No tires. 1 can of fuel to be safe. No repair. And when we're ready, we can just resume the race. So it's like a pause screen to do the pit menu. I have no problem with that.
Alright, bring it in and pit this time.
So they're telling me to pit. I don't want to cancel it. I don't want to change strategy. So basically now I can come in and they should service me, right?
One up high.
I've not been able to really test the crux of the kind of turbulence yet. If you mean like pockets of air, I do, like, from the footage I could see from the game before, I'm going to actually just concentrate on my pit lane entry here.
Back it down, back it down.
On the brakes.
We just lost it. We got a black flag. You need to drive down.
I went in too fast. No. Okay, I was really hoping the game would arcadeify that slightly, and and just kind of, you know, not give me a speeding penalty. But I got on the brakes too late. This is all automated. I'm not doing anything. There's a little, okay, there's a transition, so you don't really see the pit stop properly. It's kind of a little black.
You're clear out.
Now we have to stay, surely we have to stay on the apron here. Got a black flag though, so I'm going to have to do it. That's going to ruin the race. Let's hope for a caution now, but I'm going to come last in this race. Totally on me as well. You know, if you don't know, you should play it safe, but you have to brake so early for the pit stop at Talladega, and I just, for some reason, thought it would be fine. Totally my fault. Thank you. What was I in the middle of saying? It was something to do with the pockets of air and stuff. Yeah, I've not really played it enough to really be able to experience it. But there is clearly side drafting. The draft meter on the bottom right lights up stronger blue color the more you're drafting, and you can see from when you pull alongside people and you try and get up near the rear or someone's behind you, you do actually get a draft effect. So clearly there's an effect on the car regardless of whether you're behind someone or in front of them or beside them. There is a draft effect that's a bit more dynamic. How dynamic, I don't know. And you know how much you'll be affected by a pocket of air and put loose essentially by air. I don't know to what extent. Hopefully someone will be able to analyze that a bit more than me in this kind of stream. I think to really work that out though, you'd have to very specifically do a lot of things and you know, basically know what you're looking out for. I think it's going to be easier on a wheel as well, to be honest. Right, the black flag is still showing up, but it's not telling me what to do. So I know it kind of said that the spotter came over the radio and said, "Oh, black flag, you'll have to bring her back in," but I'm not seeing anything on the screen that's saying like you must come in for a drive-through. Oh, okay, there it is. What a nightmare. Okay, so it doesn't actually tell you what you need to do with the black flag. You have to come into the pits. It kind of did say it. He said it over the radio, but I was thinking there would be a pop-up saying you must serve your black flag within a few laps. So that's maybe my Europeanness coming through. I don't know.
Inside now. One bottom.
Anyway, our laps won't count, so we're gonna have to pit this time. We might even have lost this lap. Come on, I need to get low.
Still there. Clear low if you want it.
Thank you. Of course I want it. I need to come into the pits. You told me that. Okay, there's no pit lane speed limiter thing coming up until I get into the pit lane. So actually, you have to guess what speed to go into the pit lane, because it doesn't tell you. You just have to hope that you're at the right speed. Then it kind of takes over. So I don't know if it's like...
Leaders in the pits.
I'm going to go back to this camera actually for the rest of this one.
Stay on the blend line now.
Yeah, P39 out of 40.
Push it.
I don't know if there's like a specific speed limit or if it's just you have to be close to the speed limit to not get a black flag. I wish it told you a bit more, and I wish it said come in and serve your drive-through in the next 3 laps or something. So there's a little bit of a lack of info there. Maybe because I was in cockpit view with less HUD items, but I doubt it. Oh, it shows the speed when you request to stop. All right, it's me. It's just me. Yeah, it's just me being an idiot, don't worry. So yeah, when you actually... Is it when you request a pit stop? Yeah, speed limit 55 mph, there it is. So it's right there in front of me. I just chose not to read it. So you have to be going that speed presumably when you hit the pit lane entry. Or, I don't know if you're going 5 miles an hour more than that, if the game's okay.
Leaders on pit road.
Anyway, we're not going to get our first win. We're going to have to try again the next one. When you're in cockpit camera, what changes? So you've still got the speed on the HUD, you've still got the gear, and you've got draft. You don't have the kind of rev. You don't have that rev strip. You've got the the RPM number, but you don't have the strip because obviously the RPM number is on the actual dashboard. So you do actually lose the kind of the strip when you go on board, but that's fine. You just got to know your numbers. Yeah, well, I agree that it should be more clear, but I take back my saying it wasn't there. That's on me, but at the same time, yeah, you're right. Like, it's not super clear. But that's a mistake. You know, when you first play a game, I didn't even know if I was going to get done for speeding, if it was going to be automated, if it was all going to be manual. I didn't know if I'd have to pull into the pits myself. There was so many questions I had there, so I guess that's one way of working it out. Anyway, our first win turned into last, so we get 600 rep. Not great. Not great. But now I want to see what difference that makes to our financial situation and everything. So we got 3,700. So we still got money, but we got a lot less money than last time. There goes our beautiful new parts and the performance. Down to 255. However, I think we've got enough workshop points, WP, in order to... Yeah, we've got 135. So no, we've not got... We actually didn't really go back to... No, 135, is that the big number? I think that was the big number. I think that's the number we get to every time, isn't it? So we can repair everything. Perfect. This is good. We can maintain a good car for every race with these extra points that we've got thanks to the staff that we've managed to get. That's pretty much us, ready to go. Money-wise, 15,000. I'm kind of tempted to spend it on a better part and go for a win in this next one. Where do I go again to get to the shop? Is it series? Go racing? Race ready? It's race ready, isn't it? Oh, no. Yes, it is. Parts store. What do we have that's part 3, that's level 3 at the moment? Was it body? I think it's body, isn't it? Yeah, poor staff. Okay, we can buy a level 5 body, going up from level 3. We're low on cash, but I think it's okay. Because my thinking is the better the car is, the more likely we'll make more money. I just need to not speed in the pits. Everything else is level 4 or level 5 now, I think. Yeah, level 5, 4, 5, 4. So we've got a very strong car, and I want to win. I want to win a race, guys. So we're going to go for the next one. We're going to go to Kansas. This might be the last race of the stream. I'm actually really enjoying it. That fundamentally, that's the first important thing. I'm really enjoying playing the game. We'll do a wee practice run.
Alright, let's go get some practice laps in, see what we got.
Stick to neutral, get a feel for it. I'm quite happy with now how I've got the controls and stuff.
See what we've got. Stay on your blend line here.
I'm happy with my 5% stability custom one. I'm happy with the normal setting for the moment. I think the precision will be good once they make some adjustments. I think precision is better when you're running more driving assists. Normal is fine when you're running low driving assists, because then the car's going to be pretty tricky anyway. Let's see what the target time is for practice, see if we can nail it on the first one. 34.6. I don't know how fast Kansas is in terms of lifting and braking. Okay, turn 1 is just about flat. Like, I just survived it flat, although I think I would have been quicker if I'd have lifted a tiny bit on the way in. What's this, turn 2? Or turn 3? I think it's turn 2. It's kind of a tri-oval-ish. Yeah. Wow. Smashed the goal by 1.6 seconds.
You can come in and run some more.
Let's just leave it at that. Fastest by a 10th in practice with 1 lap. All right. This is it. Come on. This is it. We've got to get our win here.
Qualifying is underway as we look to see who will sit on the pole for this weekend's race.
Qualifying, let's roll.
Let's go. My advice for anyone else jumping on this game later today or in 3 days' time when the game launches on the 14th, when you start playing your career mode, don't be disheartened. See if you start off and you're running down in like the 30s. I know obviously you have to turn the difficulty down a little bit to get through the very first race, like the kind of qualifier race. That's like your difficulty level setter, I would say. But don't be disheartened if you're struggling at the first races. Like, it's more enjoyable if you let yourself struggle and then have to actually grind out of it, buy the parts and improve, rather than just turning down the difficulty, because then you're not... If you turn down the difficulty too early, you get podium straight away, you're really not going to then feel the reward of getting that faster car later in the season and coming back. A lot of you, yeah, will have to wait for PC release, that's true.
This is the one that counts.
And you're going to be desperate to hear what it's like on wheel, and hopefully they can improve the force feedback solve whatever issues are going on there, because I think PC users will definitely. There's going to be more. I'd say there's going to be more on average PC users with a wheel than console users. Majority will be on gamepad. And there's also a distinction here, because a lot of you who are obviously really interested in this game and how it feels, or watching the Traction channel, a lot of you will be sim racers and will be very passionate racing game fans, but NASCAR 25 is going to also be for young people. Like, there's going to be a lot of young kids that are interested in NASCAR, qualified second, are going to be interested in NASCAR that maybe don't have lots of sim racing experience, whether it's young people, whether it's older folk that are just more casual racing fans. This is going to be a game for them as well. So there's like different levels to this. But yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what it feels like with force feedback working on wheels on PC in a month's time. Very interesting. Is your force feedback working, Timothy? Have you got the game yet? Oh yeah, you're still. Are there still force feedback issues? I've seen some say they have issues. Yeah. Sounds like there are issues, but maybe not everyone. Okay, front row. Perfect. Let's try and get this win then. 7 p.m. race.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start.
Is it going to be dark at Kansas? No, it looks like it's going to be a well-lit 7 p.m.
Your engines.
Crank it up now. Time to go.
Right, let's do it. Straight in. Neutral setup.
10 away.
Oh, nice, Adam. Yeah. Let's go back to chase cam. I think it's just... Oh no.
3 wide. 3 wide.
I didn't change up as soon as the race started, and yeah, that's a bad start. Anyway, it makes the race more fun, hopefully. 13 laps to get back to the front.
Inside. Clear bottom.
Let's find the groove.
Bottom. Clear low if you want it.
Jason, who I think I spun out in the last one. Or not the last one, the one before it. You can do it flat, but I think you're probably going to be quicker with a small lift on the way into some of the corners, just to be able to get a better exit. I think if you're flat out, you just understeer a lot and you scrub off a lot of speed.
Car outside.
There we go. Small lifts on the way in. Let's go outside of Andy.
Low.
Oh no,
Outside.
let's not go outside of Andy. Let's push him.
1 high.
It's so nice to have a Carter that we can actually fight with now. Like the speed, you're not getting lapped by people who are just driving off into the sunset.
1 up high. Clear high if you want it.
Thank you, Jake, for flinching out of the way there when you didn't need to. Back up to P5.
Clear outside.
Pull in behind William, who we've seen lapping us earlier in the season. I do wonder as well, once you get through the series, like once you go through ARCA into trucks and Xfinity, etc., I wonder if the car leveling system changes. Like, I wonder if it's always going to be 5 levels for those 4 parts,
1 outside.
or whether it's going to get more complex. I'm not quite sure.
Clear high.
I do know there'll be quite a lot of creators as well doing full career mode videos. So like your Radman and people like that will be covering the game with great series. Like it's awesome for obviously any NASCAR content creators. If you're someone who likes watching YouTube videos, for any, have a look for some new faces that you maybe don't recognize, because maybe you're well into NASCAR, but you've only been into watching content creators for the last few years, because there will be some creators that have obviously not had the game to actually make content for since Ignition and Heat. Oh, I've saved it. Come on, back in the groove.
Car outside. All clear.
So there'll be a lot of creators that have kind of been quieter, I guess, or not been able to really get stuck into a new NASCAR game for a long time, that are suddenly going to have all this stuff to play through. So go and make sure you give them a lot of support, and yeah, anyone who's giving this game the support, and if you enjoy watching it, if you enjoy playing it,
Clear up top.
back into P3. I'm going to be off to Sim Racing Expo very early next week, and my colleague Tom is as well. He's away at the moment, so we're going to have lots and lots and lots of content. We are the official media partner for the Sim Racing Expo, so there's a lot of stuff to be done there, a lot of content to make, lots of articles and videos to make. So we're going to be fully focused on that basically from this moment on. So there won't be a live stream next week. I'll be in Germany. But do keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those videos.
Clear low.
It just means we might not be able to make any more NASCAR content until we're back.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Come on. This is perfect difficulty for like the struggle to try and win this race. Car's pitting in front, but it's not P1 or 2 unless it's the next lap. We need to pit, okay. Quite happy to be P2 going into the pits because then I can see how the pit lane entry's done.
Stay high.
How are my tyres looking?
Clear low.
They're pretty worn actually, but we've only got 5 laps left, so I think we're sticking with it.
Watch out, car's pitting in front of you. Bring it in, pit this time.
Okay, it's the pit menu thing went away, so let me just...
Alright, let us know what adjustments you need.
Let me just see. It's saying splash and go. Okay, interesting. It's saying we can do it on half a can. It's saying no tyres and no repair. So let's just go with that. Looks good. We'll trust our crew chief. The reason I didn't jump into the pits there, guys, was even though it said previously to pit, it kind of disappeared with a corner to go. So I wasn't sure if the pit crew were essentially changing their minds there or if I did something wrong. But I didn't want to pit when the message wasn't up top. So this time, it's telling me again to pit. Hopefully it's still there by the time we get to the pit lane.
Slow down, slow down.
Current speed. Oh, you can see it on the left. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was terrifying entry. On the left-hand side of the thing there, it said current speed and the pit lane speed limit, and it was flashing red. So that is, if you spot that, that's actually quite handy. That was too close for comfort. I should have been more on the apron, going slower earlier in the corner. But hey, we made it down. It was actually pretty efficient. So this is all automated. I'm not doing anything. It's going to flash black, go to the pit stop, and then go back again. Right, full focus.
Careful when you merge in now.
Oh, I think we should have merged earlier. I don't know. I find it very hard to know if it's like you have to stay on the apron.
Clear outside.
Oh, no, don't be. Okay, hopefully that's legal.
Car high. Clear outside.
Oh yeah, we should have stayed on the apron for the other corner, but we've not been penalised. So yeah, as I thought, you stay on the apron until the back straight. I just understeered there. Alright, hopefully everyone needs to pit.
Car outside.
I think Jake's already pitted, because he was... Oh, that's an apron pass.
Clear high if you want it.
Gotta watch out for slower traffic now.
Pitting.
Oh,
Outside.
thank you.
Clear up top.
Lavar Scott, he was right at the front, so that could be our battle for the win. Once it all shakes out. Yeah, I do wonder if teammates come into it later though. Like, I don't have a teammate yet, but I wonder if that's something that comes later in the career mode. I'm not sure. I'm treating this like this is the battle for the win here by the time everyone pits.
2 to go. Car low.
Lawless Allen normally is at the front as well, so maybe he's also one to beat.
Stay high.
Stay the outside. We've got worn tyres, 2 laps of fuel, just enough to get to the end.
Clear low if you want it.
I'm getting a lot of understeer now, so I need to really lift. Right, are they going to pit? No, all these guys are staying out. Last lap. Are they going to make it on fuel? Has everyone here pitted?
White flag, bring it home now. Try
Come
to
on.
save some fuel if you can.
Come on. Come on. It's still on. That's 40th though. Where am I? 3rd. I don't know where 1st and 2nd are. Are they going to peel into the pits on literally the last corner? I don't know, because they seem to have made it all the way. Unless they just got a really good pit stop? I don't know. It's going to be 3rd. Where are they? I don't even know where they are. Third. I don't know where the leader was, or P2. We'll find out in the results whether they're miles up the road or just up the road. No, they're okay. It's Brendan and Williams. They obviously pitted, did a really good pit stop, and then drove away. So, yeah. Oh well. P3. I mean, I'll take it. That's my first. What I feel is a fair, legitimate podium. Yes, I got third at Daytona at the very start of the season, but I had a difficulty one lower, and it was a little bit more. It was a little bit more, sort of janky. Let's say it didn't really feel fair. Yeah, the VIP staff. Yeah, 100%. I was able to go faster at the start because I had VIP staff, which were part of the package that I have on the game. So not everyone will have that. But I honestly think if you were able to... I don't think you necessarily need that. You need that more for getting quick repairs and having a really good car each time. But if you can buy parts earlier than I realised, you know, maybe I didn't need to upgrade the VIP staff. So it just makes it... It'll probably make the grind a bit bigger, and it takes a bit longer to get competitive. But honestly, I don't mind that. Like, I probably would quite like not going straight from last to first in, like, 6 races. But at least with this... The rate of progression here, I feel like I can now fight for wins 6 races in. Now I feel like I can try and claw back some momentum in the championship, even though I started with some bad results. Now I feel like I can actually get closer to kind of the serious end of the championship. Isabella's lost her respect for me. She says, top 5 wrecker this week for John Munro. Uncharacteristically bad form, John Munro. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good racing. Has anyone told John this was ARCA, not Wreckfest? Nice Wreckfest reference there. Honestly, I didn't think I was that bad in that race. I seem to be getting a lot of abuse from the other drivers. Maybe it's just me and my naivety. But I'll take it. Are you lot excited to get home from work and give this a go if you're at work? Let's see where we are in the championship. I must have made quite a lot of contact there. My body and chassis is that low. I must have made more contact than I realised. 23,000. 6,000 rep. We need 20,000 to unlock the trucks. I want to see where we are in the championship. So let's just... We've got 6 races, 2 top 5s. 2 top 10s, of course. 4 top 20s, 1 pole, 4 laps led. Is there the... Where can I view the standings? It's probably going to be in series, is it? Achievements, reputation. I'm not even sure. It's probably... I'm probably missing something very obvious. I just want to see where I am in the standings. Ah, well. Let's go to the race shop. 16th, I think, is... Yeah, oh, yeah, it's in the race shop. You're absolutely right. Thank you. There you go. 13th. Yeah, 16th was in the pole position rankings. I am 13th in the championship. 164 points. William is leading on 233, so... Yeah, that's who we've got to try and catch in the season. Average finish of 7th leads the championship at the moment, so we need to get our average finish up to about 7th. Ours is at 17, so a lot of work to do, but now that we've got the car underneath us, the rest of the season going forward should be a bit more straightforward. North Wilkesboro would be next, Charlotte, Michigan, Lime Rock, first road course is round 10. You've got the small Indianapolis Raceway, Lucas Oil Park, Indianapolis Raceway, 0.6 miles, short oval. We've got a few small ovals coming up. It's been mainly like intermediate ovals. We've had a couple of short ovals. A couple of half-milers. Or half-milers. Martinsville as well. Is it just one road course? Just one road course. No, 2. Watkins Glen. There's also Watkins Glen. Different payouts for different races as well. Look on the right-hand side. You've got a different payout schedule for each different venue. Very cool. We've got our repairs. Recommendations take us up to 281. We could also buy some new parts to replace the ones that are damaged. Spend all our money on parts. That's maybe dodgy. I don't know. I don't know how much we need to save our money going forward. Right, we're gonna call it there. But just before I go, I'm gonna go out of the career mode, go back to the menus, and I'll show you the track lists and stuff. Because I know there's been a lot of questions about what tracks are on there. So let's just run through. I'll go for the Cup Series. In fact, I don't actually know if I don't know if I'm gonna. Sorry, I have to keep the music down. It's a bit louder for you than it is for me, I think. There we go. I don't know if by choosing a different series you get different track options. Let's find out. So, if I go Cup Series, yeah, 27 tracks. ARCA 16 tracks. So if I scroll through, yeah, it's just the tracks from the ARCA calendar that you can race in ARCA. Interesting. So I don't know if you can actually race like trucks around a Cup Series only track, for example. Let's go Cup Series though. So, in terms of tracks, we've got Bristol, Charlotte, Roval. So straight away, there's one we haven't got in the ARCA series. The Chicago track, or SVG Land, as I like to call it. COTA, Circuit of the Americas. Darlington's on there. Daytona, obviously. Dover. Echo Park. You've also got Homestead, Miami. You have Indianapolis, of course. Iowa. Kansas, Las Vegas. Martinsville. Michigan. Nashville. New Hampshire. North Wilkesboro. Phoenix Raceway. Pocono. Richmond. Sonoma, another road course there. Talladega. Texas. Watkins Glen. Worldwide Technology. And that's it. That's all we've got for the Cup Series at the moment. So, how many? I mean, obviously lots of road courses. How many ovals? Sorry, lots of ovals. How many road courses? 1, 2. We've got 3, 4, 5. Only 5 in the Cup Series. Is it just 5? Yeah. And then have we got any other tracks in the Xfinity that we don't have in the Cup Series? Yeah, we'll have a very quick look. Any new venues in Xfinity that don't run the Cup Series? Don't think so. Nope. Oh, there's the different events as well. You can cycle. So you can go to the evening Food City 300, or you can go to the 5 p.m. Skips 300 as well. So you can, if there's multiple events at one circuit, you can choose. I don't think we'll have any new tracks for trucks, but we're going to look through anyway, just in case. Yeah, it's all the same. Obviously, Lime Rock gets added when you're outside of the Cup Series, so that's not the same. It's not the same. I'm looking for new road courses. There's the Lucas Oil. Still got Rockingham on there. Watkins Glen. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Lime Rock. Rockingham. So there are some differences, I should say. But there aren't. I couldn't find many new road courses. We knew about Lime Rock as well. But it kind of reflects the real calendar. But yeah, no Mexico City, I'm afraid. No Mexico City. Is Bowman not in? I'm confused. I may be misunderstanding the comment. I saw someone asking, oh, do you have change it from the 500 to the Coke? So I will go through some of those options. So in Bristol, we've got the Food City 500. Or the Bass Pro Shop Nights race. You've got just the Coca-Cola 600 for Charlotte, of course. Darlington's got the Goodyear 400 and the Cookout 500. Daytona has the 500 and the Coke Zero Sugar 400. So yes. So you can change it out. And Daytona 500 starts at 2:30. The Coke 400 is 7:30, and it's different lap count. So yeah, you have the proper races in there. And then someone else was wanting to see one last thing. Could you show the next gen Toyota in the paint booth? Yeah, of course I can, Silence App. We have the customization options here. So let's have a look. There we go. And we can create ourselves a little livery. get the Toyota. I mean, you can do obviously anything you want with these liveries and stuff. You can change the paint scheme styles. You can also, I think you can also change stuff like is it iRacing? Wait, where is it? Oh, there's a section where you can change the color of the decals in the front. Yeah, color decals. There you go. So you change the Camry one there, change the Goodyear color to match your paint scheme, which is quite cool. There's also, can we change the logo on the front? I think we can. So numbers, that's all fine. NASCAR 25, is that not the front logo? Or is it the one in the, oh no, it's the side one. Yeah, it's the side one. What's the logo on the front? Oh, location, here we go. I just want to show you an example. Yeah, here you are. So you can go for like into the decals. You've got the NASCAR 25 alt image, which you can change. So you can go for like a dark one. Actually, no, there's no dark NASCAR 25 logos at the top there, but you can set it to whatever you want. Castrol. Nice, Toyota Castrol. You could probably match up the greens and stuff. Obviously, we can also change the colors of the numbers by, that's actually it's in the team style, I think. So if I'm to go out to team, I think here we can set obviously a team color, and then we can change the number colors here. So we can do, there's a really clever little feature here I like. There's little stars. See on the color palette there's little stars on the colors that are already being used. So you can essentially create a consistent theme throughout the car, which is very cool. So all of these stars mean that one of the colors on one of the items is set to one of these. So we know that shade of red, for example, is this shade. So we can set the same shade of red to the number. We can set the same shade of grey or black or whatever to the outlines, which I think is nice. I've kind of slightly inadvertently created you got TraxionGG on the truck at the back. I've kind of created a Castrol thing going on here. Let me just change, I mean I could change the grey. You can also do camo, carbon fiber. That's quite cool. Could we do green carbon fiber? No. Yes. Carbon fiber effect. So we can kind of like match the Castrol thing. It's not quite matched, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. And then let's just change one more thing. iRacing. Get rid of that white one. It's way too big. Let's shove a Castrol one on there for the theme, if we can. Do we even have Castrol as a side sponsor? I don't know if we do. It's alphabetical. It's right near the top. Aye, so it was above us. Scale. Bring that down. There we go. Boom. We have sort of by let's just make that slightly lighter. There you go. Okay, that was zero effort, and we've essentially made a Castrol Toyota without even thinking about it. And I wasn't trying to make it. I just was trying to show you the paint booth. But there you go. There's the Castrol Camry. So, can I just say something about the paint booth? I am absolutely abysmal when it comes to customizing paint jobs, going into games using, you know, like, for example, if you asked me to create you a livery on a game that didn't have an inbuilt system, I would be awful. If you asked me, I wouldn't be able to do it. If you asked me to create a livery on a game that does have an inbuilt system, I would be awful. And I would create something that looked like an abomination, unless the system is really intuitive, very simple, has lots of presets that you can choose from, and doesn't really involve too much kind of messing about. Now, as that person who is terrible at all of these things, I've just created what I think, looking at this, actually looks okay in the space of like 5 minutes without even meaning to. Like, I just was like, oh, for example, we'll do this. Bam, I've got a Castrol livery Camry, and I actually think that looks fine. So, big credit to the paint booth guys for creating a very user-friendly feature. I'm sure there are lots of things you could do to customize it more, right? Like, there were probably more things you could do. You can either look at all the decals here on each side, you can add more, you can adjust the ones that are there, you can turn them around, position them, whatever it is. You know, there are just lots of different things you can do. So, yeah. impressive. We've got our TraxionGG name on there underneath the iRacing. Yeah, driver suit as well. I think you can copy over. Yeah, you can copy over your design to different things. So what we can do is we go to the car. We can just copy this over to the team. Let's do that. Copy it over to the helmet and copy it over to the suit. Now, look, our helmet and suit and team are all color schemed after the car. So there you go. Oh yes, yes, you can use shapes. That's actually what I was trying to show you, and then I kind of forgot. Yeah, you can add shapes. So if we go to left side, add shape. Here you go. So, oh, we've had a crash. Interesting. Right, I'm going to report this. That was an unexpected moment. Just as we were about to wrap it up as well, I'm going to report the issue. Accept and report. Our first issue with the game. We'll relaunch. Oh no, you can see my legs. Oh, my hairy legs. Now you get to see the launch screen. Let's go full screen. Livery was too fire for the game. That's the best livery I've ever made. Oh, okay, so other people have had... So it looks like Zero Aimers had crashes on the paint shop as well. Pretty cool intro video. Good hype. Mixture of kind of real footage and kind of rendered stuff as well. You've got all the big names. You've got Chastain there, Seabell, Blaney, Hamlin. They're just going through all the big drivers. Action. Good advice. Yeah, save the delivery after every change. Right, there we go. There's your intro video, which you didn't get to see earlier. And then the menu. And I say I would love to play you the music. I love the vibe and the energy of like a NASCAR game with the music and everything. I actually really enjoyed that about NASCAR Heat as well. But unfortunately, we can't because of copyright. So yeah. Did it actually save our car? Hopefully it did. Or it might crash again. Let's see. No! I should have saved. We've lost our car. Oh no. On that note, I wish I'd saved my car. I'll never be able to do it again. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Little quick summary of my initial impressions, and that's all this is. This is the first stream, first few hours on the game. I really enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. I like the handling on a controller. I think controller handling is very difficult to analyze from a sim racing perspective because, of course, it's never going to give you as much control as a wheel has in terms of what lines you can pick. You're never going to be able to be as precise. You're never going to be able to run quite as high a difficulty level, maybe. And as someone who plays iRacing, has done a lot of oval racing on iRacing as well, it is a totally different experience. It was never going to be like that. So I'm coming at this from a game's perspective. Like, did I have a good time playing this? Would I want to keep playing the career mode? Did it feel natural to drive as a racing driver myself and as a fan of racing games? Did I feel like that was authentic? Did it feel fun? And it's really positive for me at the start, honestly. Like, the game doesn't look incredible. It looks good. I think the graphics are okay. Pretty good, but not amazing, not mind-blowing. I think the handling feels really strong on a controller. Lots of customization options, which I was playing around with, as you saw, and you could see the differences it was making. You will have to tweak it to find what's best for you, but I was happy with how I had that feeling at the end. I was going into those races. Yes, I could slide the car and lose the rear and sometimes almost spin out, or actually spin. But there were also a lot of moments there in those last few races where I felt very comfortable, I felt confident, I was trying to run different lines and chase down the AI cars around me. The AI racing was good. I felt like they jumped out the way sometimes when you got a bit close. maybe out of nerves, but they would, you know, allow you to get the space if you were forcing your car in, but they wouldn't let you have it easily. So if you were trying to just poke your nose down the inside into a corner and they were going to run into the low line, they'll still come across and do that. You need to be fully alongside them for them to give you the space. And I love the way they picked different lines. They ran different grooves. They didn't always pick the same thing. We saw them make mistakes on their own. Obviously, I had contact as well and had some spins, but I actually really enjoyed the racing. It was fun. It was close. Obviously a big need to try it on wheel, and a big need to try it with like force feedback and everything, and make sure that's okay. Sounds like there's a lot of issues. Sounds like they're patching some of that stuff out. Whether it's a problem with the force feedback on their end, like a mistake, or whether it is just not very good yet, I can't say. I haven't read any of the chat about it really, other than you guys in the comment section. But yeah, I need to test it on that. But on a controller, playing career mode, it's a working NASCAR game. I had no major issues. I had one game crash at the end from Paint Booth. Other than that, everything was fine. Maybe the odd small glitch here and there, but nothing game breaking at all. And I would happily pick this game up again in the evening, keep playing. I would happily keep playing now, to be honest, but alas, I have to go. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna have fun too. I really do, depending on who you are. if you're really looking for something serious, this isn't right. It isn't the right game, and it never was going to be. So hopefully you're not disappointed by that. Hopefully you were expecting it to. But I still think that you can have proper good serious racing. I still think online racing is going to be fun, if not absolute chaos as well, with a mixture of people of controller and steering wheel and everything. It's going to be really hard to be smooth and clean on online racing. I can imagine that for sure. But this is, for me, a big step up in gameplay from Heat 5. If Heat 5 is still your go-to console NASCAR game, I think you're going to enjoy this a lot. I really do. Let's just hope it's good on wheel. And that is, I think, going to run out. Oh, you've had 0 issues with force feedback. Yeah, cool. Hopefully the physics are good. That's one thing. With all the force feedback issues that people are having, no one's talking about the physics. So I don't actually know what the physics are like on a wheel. So yeah, we'll get it tried at some point, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a nice afternoon or morning or whatever it is where you are. And yeah, have fun with the game this weekend or next week, depending on when you get it. Have a good weekend regardless. Thanks for all the support, as always. And subscribe to the channel for all the Expo content coming your way next week. It's going to be absolutely mental. Lots of very exciting stuff, I promise you. New stuff being unveiled, I'm sure. Other stuff being tested, content, hardware, software, whatever it is. There's going to be lots of great content. So subscribe. I'll maybe see you in Germany, but if not, have a great weekend and see you somewhere soon. Bye!